our host club. Holy shit. I can't believe I did that. I didn't even think twice. I was like, I don't even know if I'm prepared for this. I guess it's too late. I hope we don't get banned for this bossa nova music. By banned, I mean I hope the VOD doesn't get muted, but it wouldn't be the first and it wouldn't be the last, but it'd be very tragic because, I don't know, I guess I have hopes for this stream and I don't know why. So, yeah, alright, anyway. I hope my internet works. Dude, I'm like sweating, bro. I'm like... I ran and grabbed water and then grabbed, like, I was already late because it's like 21:31 and I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to start at like 22, like on the dot. I'm waiting. I'm listening to this playlist for one specific song by a certain musical artist from like the 90s. Who the fuck uses military time? What do you mean? Everyone in the UK uses military time. Don't you know? It's 21:30, dude. And I didn't want to start it at 22 because I was like, that's so fucking late, bro. Can't just go live when I'm DMing you. I feel like, but I did do that. I felt bad too because I was watching other people's streams, but I was like, I had to like pull myself away. I have to be like, I have shit to do. I gotta go. Like, I'm sorry. Right? You shouldn't. What do you mean? I shouldn't, but I did. Like, I should not have. Oh, this is what I was. This is the entire song I've been waiting for. I've been living for this moment. I saw somebody on a VR chat stream. Wait. No, this isn't the song. Never mind, false alarm. The song I was thinking of, there's like a Britney Spears song. There's a cover of Disconnected by Britney Spears done in a bossa nova style, and it's been stuck in my head for like an entire day. For like a total 24 hours. I'd not have. Shouldn't have. Wait, did you read my follower message? Did you like it? Did you think it was good? I put a lot of effort into those every time. If you're following this channel, you'll get wonderful, shitty nuggets of wisdom. Oh god. Today's nugget of wisdom is the pinnacle of the I'm only sleeping category is that lingering once in a lifetime gotcha attempt to see a wang or a boob. You click before you read it? No, that's my whole thing. My friend was like, why would you watch, like, why do people watch just sleeping? You know, why are people out here? Why is this category popular? I was like, it's for the ones, it's for the chance to see a wang or a booba, dude. And he's like, just Google it, dude. And I'm like, it's not the same, bro. If they gave you like the red knife or the gold knife, like if they just gave that to everybody in CSGO, it wouldn't be special, right? You gotta be there. You gotta, like, I was here when it happened, okay? I was watching Kai Sadat and his wang popped out, okay? Like, that's, dude, we witnessed history, alright? Like, sorry, Kai Sadat. Shout out. I didn't mean to use your name in vain or slander. I know you don't give a fuck who I am. Let's just keep it that way, alright? It's better for both of us, honestly. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, today we're playing the beginner's guide. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to stream. I don't know how to be a VTuber. I don't know how to talk to people on like a regular basis. I don't know how to talk to people outside of a streaming context. Every now and then I like step outside and I'm just like, this was a mistake. I just like, every time there's like a function or like a party or something and I have to like be there with like other people, I feel like I'm like the freakish alien in the room that just like clearly isn't human amongst the humans. And I'm just like, I don't know what to fucking do with myself, bro. God, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like I just sometimes find a corner and try not to cry, and that's what I spend my nights and weekends doing when I'm forced to attend social events. So yeah, I don't know what I said and what I didn't say already. Hi Pikachu, welcome to our host club. Today we're playing the beginner's guide. I'm gonna hope the narrator doesn't talk over me the entire time, or I'm gonna be really sad. And or smadge, I don't know, one or the other. I just hope he lets me get a word in edgewise because like I'm the streamer here, you know? My throat's like getting scuffed. Give me 1 second. Let me pause right here when the music's quietest. I'm getting this really awkward silence. That'll be great.
When you were here before, I couldn't look you in the eye.
You may not have thought about that. Is true, but that's like my biggest beef with the Stanley Parable. Is like the guy just doesn't stop talking. I'm like, bro, stop making comments. I want to make comments. Also, this is a good song. This is a cover of Creep by Radiohead. Someday I want to do a karaoke stream, but I realize that like if every day is someday, you'll never do that thing. So I think one of these days, I like what Nanners used to do. She used to like open every stream with like by singing like a cover song. And I think I want to do something like that, but I don't know if I have like the confidence. It's like, I feel like if it's early enough in the stream, I like won't be embarrassed because I'll be like, well, we're basically in the fucking woods, like. And the people who watch the VOD will know, and hopefully my singing isn't like so terrible. There's some people I know who are like not good singers, but they are happy to sing, and in many ways I admire them. The game was designed to be that way. TikTok generation. All the Stanley Parable was designed to just like constantly spam you with stuff. Also, I want to go to VCAT in like VR, and I don't know how. I don't want to go alone because I'd have no friends that play VR, but like, or I know of people that play VR, but I don't know them well enough to ask them to play VR, and the only other person I know that like plays VR is like, they only do streams in VR. They don't do like anything else. They don't ever just be in VR. I feel like they only do VR to like be on stream. Something like maybe someday, maybe I will figure out. Fuck, I'm like, if I commit to this and we gotta figure this. I mean, maybe it's good. You know, they say change is good for you. Maybe we'll do a we'll do a VCAT VR chat stream like soon TM, because I think VCAT's only here for summer, and I think summer's ending soon, so like we'll have to like do it fast. You're not embarrassed at all to sing, but you're bad at it and have been advised not to sing anymore. I feel like those people are just like, you know, you should sing. Just if it makes you happy, I feel like you should do it. If other people get mad at that, like fuck those people. That's why like there's that super old guy that used to sing like song covers, and that like super old lady that used to play WoW until she was like, this shit sucks. I'm not having fun anymore. I feel like that could be you. You could be that person. I feel like old people do it because they don't give a shit what people think, right? They're just like, I'm gonna fucking die. I don't care, you know, like that type of shit. I feel like old people really know what matters in life because they're just like so much more aware of their mortality. They were saying it was kind of bad and everyone was too polite. Oh, see, that's the other thing I want to do. I think they have like karaoke worlds in VR chat, and I feel like that'd be way better because like no one will know who the fuck I am, and I could just go up there and then sing and like mic drop and walk away. And if it's bad, I never have to see those people again, and then it's perfect, you know. It's like a part of me worries like, is everybody gonna be waiting for their one chance to shine though? Am I gonna be like, you know, in my brain I'm the main character, but in their brains they're all the main character too, you know? You could log off at any time and be free. True. Yeah, I could just run away. Actually, what else? It's like, I could do that, or I could just delete my entire VR chat account and disappear into the darkness. Like, they for sure are mostly there to watch? No, I don't think so. I feel like, I mean, maybe they're there to watch and dream about the day that they'll be confident enough to go up there and sing. You know, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll go there, I'll go watch, and then if I feel inspired, maybe like we'll do it. I don't know. There's a whole lot to like take in on a Thursday night. It's a whole lot of life decisions to ponder here on a Thursday, but like maybe we'll see. I also think my headset mic is like kind of ass, so but I feel like if you could sound good on an ass microphone, then you could probably sound good on like anything, right? You can only get better if you sound good on like Xbox mic. You've seen so many talented singers on stream, and the VTubing space is wild. You have no training and no skill. I've seen a lot of them. I feel like I was in the choir once, you know? I've also used to practice car singing on like a daily basis because I had like an hour commute, so I would sing an hour there and an hour back, and my voice would be so fucking dead sometimes from like from that 45 minutes of singing. You know, you can't sing the whole time because you gotta like turn the radio off, and you gotta turn that shit down so you can see when you're like trying to park and stuff, but yeah. You were never in a choir? I was in like, it was like the elementary school choir, so it's like, I feel like they let everybody in that choir. Actually, I think it was the junior high school choir. as well. I remember I had to like audition to go to like the advanced choir, and I was like super nervous, and I fucking hated it. And the guy was like, "All right, you're in," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Okay, glad we had to do this. Like, thank you for letting me be here." Shouldn't not need to turn on the music to navigate on your daily commute. Dude, I feel like there's people do that though. It's like you pull into the Taco Bell parking lot, I feel like you turn the radio down, and it's not because like you're gonna talk to the guy, it's because you have to drive in your cars in close proximity. You're like, I can't have this music on while I'm trying to do this task. It's just too overwhelming for the human brain. It can't possibly handle it. Alright, I feel like I have to calibrate because I feel like I look like I'm rolling my eyes. I'm gonna pick the spot I think is the middle of the monitor. I'm gonna go with that. That looks like the middle. There we go. Do I look like I'm rolling my eyes still? I don't know what point we want to stop the music. It's like, it's kind of peaceful. I kind of like it. Also, dude, I'm so glad I spent like a month working on these fucking lights in the background that like light up. It's very subtle. I kind of do like it, but I also kind of feel like it's like easily missed. I don't know. Do you even notice that they light up to the music at all? Or is it just like, yeah, that's cool. You know, there's lights going on. Maybe we should get more lights. There's actually, so that pillar has more lights there, and then that spotlight also has lights. I don't want to be like obnoxious though, but like, I do feel like there's, if you look on like the VU meter on the left by like the wine bottles. Wait, is that your left as well, or is that only my left? You have more than one stream open at times. The music is used a lot. That's fair. I feel like that's like good though, because I feel like I like the music to be there as like a buffer, so you don't hear like all the white noise in the room, but like you can still like I want it to add value, but not like too much value. I don't want it to steal the show, you know. The chat is on your left. I'm on the right. Okay, so it is the same for us. Okay, yeah. So if you look at the VU meter on the left, there's like at least like probably like 16 channels over there. I think we're using like 4 of them. A lot of them are like doubled up, to be fair, but there's actually different ways you can do like a spectral analysis of like music. And you can actually choose like the weighting of like each of those buckets, and whether you want it to be like the power of like the frequency or like the amplitude of the frequency. And so I picked this one because it seemed like it was like the most reasonable. That wasn't like losing its fucking mind when like drum and bass was playing. I don't know if it's like, I'm trying to look at the light in the background by like the vinyl. Because I think that's one of like the mid, like that's one of the treble like things. One of the things hooked up to the treble. One of the lights that like reacts. I think if I was better, like, I don't know. The part of me was like, I should like, when I first set out to do it, I was like, dude, I should set it up like one of those Christmas light shows, and it should be sick. But, like, I do think like it'd be way distracting. Dude, the fucking light on that shit, like, I can't tell if that's subtly lighting up the plant next to it, or if that's like, you don't know what a treble is? It's like the higher parts of the song. The bass is like the lower parts, you know, and the tenor is like the middle, and then the treble's like the upper end. I can tell if that's like the caustic light on that plant back there, if that's actually like the reflection of that, like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's begin the game, I guess. I don't know what we're in for. The Christmas slideshow might be fine if it wasn't the only light source. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there are like background lights. Like that chandelier back there is providing a fair degree of light. That pillar has like 8 different rope lights on it. And then that spotlight back there is also like a light source. There's also lights in front of me, and I'm lit by like 3 other different lights. There's like 3-point lighting done on this character. And then there's a kicker light, which is like back in that fucking direction, which is casting that blue shadow on my shoulder over there. We don't hang out here very long either. That is very true. I would like to change that at some point. I do feel like a lot of people do like a just chatting section where they talk for like, sometimes too long though. So it's like, I don't know. I don't want to be like one of those people, but sometimes I do feel like we should just like, we should talk more, you know? There's so much things to think about and talk about in life, and I feel like we could be here talking, but then half the time I'm just running in circles in game, and I'm like, I could just be talking while running in circles in game. But yeah, I opened a Monster Energy at a 21:45 because I'm an adult. So I'm gonna take a drink of this, and then we're gonna play the beginner's guide for real this time. Doing a just chatting section on your stuff feels pointless for that reason. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel, but it's kind of nice to like have like a space, like a time for it. That's like I try to open like every stream like with at least like 10 minutes of like, how's everything going? You know, how's everybody's day? Here's what happened in the world of Pikachu Me. This is like my fucking vlog, basically. It's my vlog slash turn video game stream. I have to cover my entire face with the can because it like messes up the tracking pretty badly, but it's too late. Okay, I'm gonna boot the game. We'll let it start and then I'll capture the window and then we'll shut off the music. You go to sleep having just streamed and wake up to stream, nothing happening in between. Dude, sometimes that's how I feel, and that's why it's like I don't understand how people can stream every day, because like I streamed on Sunday and then by the time Tuesday came around, I was, this was a fucking mistake, bro. I was like, I've had one day between last stream with this one, I've done literally nothing. I do like normal work stuff in between these, and like sometimes it doesn't give me a lot of time to work on like stuff for stream that I like want to fix. I'm always like, I'll have that fixed by next stream, and then like next stream rolls around, I'm like, I didn't fix that, and like a fucking month will go by, and I'm like, I finally fixed the thing. So, all right, we're here. There's birds. I have the hiccups from drinking that monster. Expedition 33 when? I actually don't know. I've been watching someone else play it, so it feels like rude to start it while they're still playing it for some reason. I don't want to like, I know they like probably don't care in the slightest, but like they've just been binge playing it like every single day, and I'm like, I don't want to like, the other part too is like, I feel like because I watch them play it, it's like it's fresh in my brain. So like, I feel like I'm gonna have spoilers. It's like, I want to watch it and then like let it set, right? And then when I stream it, I'll just be like, I kind of remember this, but I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And it'll be like a way better experience. Because like, I feel like it'll be way more of like a fresh like experience that's kind of going on. Also, hello, Stu Joe. How have you been? I hope you've been doing well. The 100% of spoilers? Yeah, it's like, I definitely, I don't know if, I haven't like watched enough of it where like, I think I've learned anything major. But like, yeah, I definitely, I don't know, I've seen like the characters, and sometimes they're sad and sometimes they're happy, and I don't know what they're sad or happy about, so I feel like it's not like ruined yet. So like, I'm just like, yeah, there's emotions in here. Stop now before you can experience it. I think the person I'm watching is almost done with it, so I think it's not like that. That's why it's like, I think I missed enough in the middle where like, I'm not gonna be too spoiled at the end, but I don't know. Yeah, we like, I didn't even fade that out. We just like hard stopped the music. It's perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's my hope anyway. This game support my, oh, thank God. All right, let's see if we could bind the keys. We got left, we got right. You're gonna watch the bear? All right, thank you. Or yeah, thanks for the good luck with stream. Have fun with the bear. And yeah, you know, don't be a stranger. Although I should probably say that to myself because I feel like, you know, sometimes I don't reach out that much either. Alright, we've interacted as mouse one. I've applied all the settings. Okay. Should I? Fuck, I was gonna. Alright, we'll just begin the game. Dude, my hair's like in my face again though. I need to invest in hair clips, which really just means I need to invest in a haircut. That was kind of pleasant. Does it sound like ASMR? Is my voice ruining it? We have widescreen, full screen, laptop power savings, overlay position, top left. Should we put this top right? Alright, well, I guess it's top right now, so is there a wider screen? I think it's interesting that they ask you what aspect ratio you want, and then a lot of times 3440 by 1440 is just under 16:9, which is like not even the same aspect ratio anyway. If you ever make a game, you gotta make sure the menu works as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a menu for my like VTuber slash game. I feel like I should. My Unity one used to, so if I like had to manually trigger stuff, I could just click buttons on the UI. My Unreal one is like so lightweight, it doesn't even like render. Like the only thing that's rendered is the actual spout capture. The actual game window itself doesn't render anything. Should we begin the game? Should I click the chapter select? Oh god, my eyes. My eye. Make sure the audio's on. Alright, it's on. Okay, can confirm. That's not the controls because I rebound them, but alright, got it. Holy shit, dude, I feel like my eyes haven't been outside.
Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town,
I have to change the mouse
he then
sensitivity.
scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games.
What if it doesn't make me wonder?
Not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
Do you think he ever started
And if the
creating
people
again?
like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveyWreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Like I should have adjusted the mouse sensitivity like up front. Oh wait, okay, hold on. Okay. What I find interesting about this is like there's a Aesop Rock song where he talks about how he used to be a painter before he was like a rapper. And in that, like, dude, this room is oh god. Dude, I feel like I'm in like a... Every now and then we'll do like
This game
those...
is called Escape from Whisper.
Those
And it's one of the
crossover
more generic
episodes
games you'll see from
of like
Coda.
sitcoms or something. You know, and then there's like a whole bunch of shit going on, but you don't know what the fuck is going on. Or that one time they did like last time on Family Guy, and they were like, cut the blue wires. Like, what wire? They're all blue, you know, like... I feel like I've been thrown into this. My gun's out of bullets. I can't reload. I used all the bullets. I regret. We don't have to murder anything. That's so real in media res. Wait, what do you...
Hostile alien life forms inbound.
We're so dead. Where are we?
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
That's true.
You
There's
can't
no
even
enemies
reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Yeah, it's true. I can't reload
But
the gun.
ultimately, we don't really
bullets.
know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized.
This feels like some real, like, this feels like some art film, you know? Can I jump down this?
You can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
No, no, you can't. I mean, I feel like you could have fixed that. I feel like this was like, they used to use cube maps for this, you know? They don't, they usually, like, they use like, I mean, some things still use cube maps, a lot of things use like sky spheres now. Probably for that reason.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern,
I forgot which way we
in the
came
interest of
from.
time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
What? No, no, I wanted to, no, don't tell me what to do, don't try to live my life.
Or, if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Hell yeah, dude, alright, he knows. We're never going back there, I'm telling you right now. We're gonna be lost in here for the rest of the game, this is it. I remember that if we hug this wall, we'll make it out. I feel like, dude, we should probably just, probably not fuck with this. Like, I'm already so lost. Okay, that goes that way. You know. He said for some reason this space station has a labyrinth. And it's like, you know, the Chilla's art games have, like, labyrinths all over the place. Oh, is this the way out? This isn't the way out, is it? Why does this door look like this? I think we've already broken it. Is it this one? The hallway had like 3 doors in it. I think this is it. Fuck. Is this it? Oh god. Oh thank god, we made it.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives,
There's like self-sacrifice in this game.
could you give yourself?
I think it's interesting how he built out like this entire part of the narrative and then built out like the beam, you know? Also, this reminds me of like Half-Life.
Let me pause here for a
when you like
second.
jump into the beam.
What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
You get very Half-Life feeling, right?
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking. But
I feel like this guy is
what's
definitely
clear
a
is that
games
after
designer.
making this, something lodges itself
Also,
in his
hello,
brain.
Super Phoenix.
He
how
wants
are
to
you?
do more of these really weird and experimental designs.
Hope we're doing well.
So he stops work on this and moves on to a
just float
stream
into
of
the sky
tiny
and leave your
little
body?
games that
How
go
high
in
do you
all
float?
sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Because I feel like, you know, if you float like high enough, it's like there's like Jupiter out there, you know. The past was behind her.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh god, I fucking hate this. Okay. Can I fall off the map? I thought the key bindings were fucked for a second. I see now. The past was behind. I mean, I guess like I kind of get it maybe.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and
This reminds me of like Antichamber.
It is less
actually.
advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
This is like
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Oh god. Oh god. There's like fog, dude. You are now entering. Okay, go on. What are we now entering?
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Oh no, okay, alright.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
I wonder, like, was this just... Okay, so
I
pardon me,
wish
like...
I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him.
This
And I
reminds
don't
me
agree
of a
with
guy I
at
know
all,
that makes,
but
like, YouTube
what are you gonna
videos.
do?
He's been, like, working on this
I know it's
YouTube
tempting,
video
but there's
for, like,
actually
months.
nothing over here. Sorry.
Silent Hill, there's nothing over here. So part of me wonders, like, if he has those weird, like, cutoffs, because, like, that's just, like, he's like, this placeholder text goes here, and, like, I'll figure it out later type of thing, right? And then it's like he just never, like, learns how to do that. So it's just, like, the recurring theme is, like, well, I never tackled that problem yet. I only know how to make, like, he's got, like, the level part down, right? So it's, like, I wonder if part of that is, like, born out of, like, you know, like, he only knows what he knows, and so he does the part that he knows, and he, like, saves the part that he doesn't know for, like, later, but then it's too late because, like, the game isn't made by then. I thought I saw, like, a weird little, like, graphical glitch back there. This is it. It's stairs. This kind of makes me want to, like, build a VR chat world. Also, there's an ad. Should I shut off the ads for this stream? Oh god, we're slowing down. I don't want to ruin it, you know?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
No, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna play this the way it was intended, okay? As long as we're moving, there's a chance. Also, what do you mean you can't turn off ads? I mean, I was gonna say, like, turn off the mid-rolls. We could leave the pre-rolls on, and then, like, everybody who's in here could, like, just be in here, but... Once you're in, you know? I recently met, like, a DayZ streamer who doesn't do, like... Oh, God, I think we fell backwards. She doesn't do, like, mid-rolls at all. And so I'm like, well, shit, dude. Maybe it's possible. Maybe you could still do mid-rolls. We slipped backwards off the stair. I feel like jumping is faster, but I could be imagining it. It feels like that little initial, like, jump, like, makes you go just a tiny bit faster. This is my... Dude, I feel like it does, right? Like, look how fast that... Maybe not. I feel like that stair goes by, like, really fast, but, like... There's gonna be a jump scare in here, because it'd be fucking hilarious. I doubt that's what they had in mind, but, like... It makes me think that, imagine you, like, walk up here slow as fuck, you finally get in the house, and it's just, like, a fucking face is here and just, like, screams at you. Wouldn't that be sick? You think they meant to, like, speed you back up? Was it just to make the stairs feel, like, insurmountable? Was it to capture the feeling of climbing up really long stairs? I'm gonna be honest, the inside of this kind of reminds me of Get to Work. You know, like, I could totally see that guy, like, on his hands and knees on the rollerblades, and he'd be in here. He's like, what? Stand on an X staring at a bear for 3 hours. You construct a wall, the wall is destroyed. You're given a medal. Game filled with chairs except one chair is floating.
A room that's warm and nice and
stranger
filled with
appears.
little ideas for games.
You start in a small room until you realize you can just walk through walls.
Coda
You are
would
a
often
gate.
tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person. But that
I
it
actually
takes
feel like
time to really see
that one there is kind of cool.
It can be a very slow climb.
The
to
game
get
is
there.
nothing but giant blocks of text explaining what's happening. Although I guess that's like a text-based game, so maybe it's not that innovative. But like, imagine in more of like a 3D world where there's just text flying at you instead of like things actually happening. Ready, set, fish. Do we fish in this one? Or is this a lie? I've been scammed, but where's my fish, bro? Where's my fish? This reminds me of SCP. There's like a parking garage in that game. And that's pretty much it. Reminds me of SCP 5K. It's the
Well, this
lever
is new for Coda.
from Minecraft.
It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Oh god. Is the lever down here? I have to shut the lever on this door. Am I locked in?
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
I don't want to brag or anything, but I feel like I'm like pretty decent at like puzzles and stuff in games, you know? I feel like for a VTuber, I have a pretty big brain sometimes. And I'm sure I'll eat those words any fucking
That
moment.
seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
What if I don't press enter? What if I just don't do it? A genius? What is that Patrick Star quote where he's like, don't genius live in a lamp? How far can we jump?
How about that?
Why is
There was
there-
more to it than we had any way of knowing.
Plus, there's so much
I
to
actually
this.
find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this
Oh, I feel like
fantastic
were you supposed to like get here and then like teleport you to
Either
like the
way,
next part?
I think that the point is the same. Is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
Oh, you do if I
So
play the
if your
game.
role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I feel like I don't leave anything unturned as far as I can help it usually. Oh god, here we are. Again. You are now exiting. Oh.
So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what
walking there.
exactly that bigger picture is.
The great and lovely D. This really does remind me of like liminal space games. These feel like the OG.
Let's talk
like,
about video game
liminal
development
space
for a
games.
second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot
You wonder
do.
if it's loading properly?
So in
I
other
actually
words, the
thought
engine
about that
is
too
a set of
back
tools
there.
for game
I was like, shit,
development.
I wonder if my resolution's fucking it up. Was it supposed to be full completed
To
text?
make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all
knew it.
engines, Source
knew
has
it
certain
was the
things that it
Source
does
engine.
well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
You know, a long time ago, I too used to try to make maps in Source Engine. I actually had a Left 4 Dead map that I made that was modeled after like the entire, like the very first Resident Evil. My resolution is messing with the text in a weird way. Damn. But also Apex Legends is run on Source Engine. I think it's Source 2 though. I think it's like the Gary's mod source, which is fucking crazy because I feel like Gary's mod. Oh god. I feel like, you know, Gary's mod's kind of old as shit, you know, but like, oh. How about that? Like, it's a good thing we didn't have to like land in the middle or anything, but you know, I feel like we could have made that. I feel like, you know, I kind of want to go back and like, I get in here. What? Yeah, so there used to be a tool in Source Engine where you could take like a square shape like this and then take another primitive shape like a cylinder, and you could carve out like holes in the square shape with the cylinder shape. I think is what he did here. If I had to guess. But yeah, this makes me think my Left 4 Dead Resident Evil map is still out there somewhere, like unfinished. It's probably on like an old ass hard drive that like is purely oh god. It's like probably like one of those old like spinny disk drives. You think he made this music or like? Oh god. I'm waiting to hear the Gary's Mod physics sound effect that I've been like crushed.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Wow.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
It's kind of like the test of friendship. Like, yo, did you find the thing hidden in the games? You didn't play my games, did you? I do think this is kind of interesting though, because it's like, you know, I feel like I don't know, I feel like I don't know if I'd play a game for like an hour that you're locked in a room, but I also, part of me feels like I might, because I feel like I'm just that bored where like, I'm like, if we're gonna fucking be here, we're gonna do it type of thing. But it's like, part of me feels like I kind of, like as an artist, I guess, I kind of respect that, right? I'm like, that's the vision, like, and like, yeah, it might be shit. I don't know. I guess it's weird because it's like if I'm playing Helldivers 2 and like a weapon sucks, I'm just like, this is fucking ass, bro, and you shouldn't be ass. But like,
it's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution.
In a walking
as the last
sim,
time.
I'm just like, no, that's the vision. That's the creator's vision. You know, you can't.
There's still no
can't
clear
compromise
indication
that,
of what
like,
makes this
artistic
puzzle so
reason.
special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
All these lights. I actually wonder if like Source Engine did like make lighting. It's with the 3 dots though. I wonder if that's like his sign, you know, his gang sign, his gangnam sign. I thought we were gonna break it, dude. I was like, fuck. Maybe I shouldn't be messing around with these like half-fixed games. I mean, I'll give it this. Like, a lot of these worlds are really pretty too, you know? There's some design here, and that's kind of why I feel like you should, like... Maybe that's more why I feel like you should respect the vision. You there,
Here,
did you
Coda
come from
begins
up
using a
above?
kind of dialogue system
was
that
up
he fashioned
there?
out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
There are floating colored blocks. There's an enormous prison I spent hours in. There's a world stamped with whiteness. I don't remember the world stamp. Oh, I guess the world stamped with whiteness is at the very beginning, right? I guess that was really what was up above at the very beginning, right? The world above, you've been there. Did you get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? He said that was literally the last thing I did before coming here, and I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. I mean, I feel like if we're gonna be pragmatic about it, I feel like I don't mind disclosing this information. I feel like, yes, I did actually. That was the solution. Tell us to get to the other side. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I do remember how I solved it though. Someone else let me in. All right, we're just gonna go with 3. Yeah, you know, they need to get over there, Mr. Main Character. They have to escape the prison. It's like, what is this? This is like a fireplace? I want to know why I can't, like, get up there and, like, you know, I want to be on the table with the people. Oh god, was there a puzzle you had to go through? No, I've been right here this entire time. Yes, you want to know how to solve it? I feel like technically, I mean, there was a puzzle eventually, but like, I thought I was gonna ask the same, like, was there a puzzle back there? Did you immediately solve a puzzle before coming here? Just be like, no, I've been here the entire time. I feel like 1 is leading me into a trap. Have you seen it? The black space between the doors? I actually did, yeah. Was it dark and misty, and you could walk from either side? Don't think too hard about it. Are we passing on through to the other side? Is that what this is? Is this like a metaphor for, This really does remind me of, like... You said this is Savage's favorite
So we
game?
make one last descent down to the final floor.
He should play Antechamber if he hasn't. And then if he's played that, he should play Manifold Paradox, I think. It might be Manifold Paradox or like Manifold Garden. I can't remember which one. Not his very favorite, but one of them. Yeah, I feel like he would like those games. Antechamber especially, because it offers like a lot of like walking around and solving puzzles like this while giving you like writing on the wall about like
Okay, I
anecdotes
can't
of
tell you
life and
quite
such.
why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long.
I think so.
Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind
Got an item in Dota 2?
And as we go, that
It's
idea
a trading
will get
card? You even play
clearer
Dota 2?
and clearer and clearer.
Are you playing Dota 2 right now on stream? I haven't played Dota 2 in forever, and every now and then I think about getting back into it, and I'm just like, fuck, man, but then I have to play Dota 2, right? Like, that's the crux of the, this game is connected as you walk, you can. You ever play Dota? Internet just has that as the result. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on, I can't open the Steam overlay because it seems to crash my computer lately, so let me... It's called Manifold Garden, with like a G. It's last updated August 31st of 2022. And then I think because Manifold Paradox is like PA's Arcana from Dota 2. The exalted manifold paradox. It was a blade that was so sharp, the creator slashed a hole in reality and killed himself as he was making it, and then took the other one from him that was forging the blade. Wait, this game's connected to the internet? Nice room, not? How do I leave notes? I'm like...
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento,
this is like,
where I grew up.
This man
I saw him
was
working
the
on this
OG Dark
very
Souls
level,
creator.
and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
I feel like this guy should have...
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
He could have been the OG Dark Souls.
I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs,
I see, like,
and has no way to express
psychologically
them except
analyzing
as
his
scattered
homie.
and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
I feel like I could see why Coda was like, fuck you, and who the fuck are you anyway?
But it's
Is that
ironic,
bad?
isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing.
I feel like Coda was
I could just get to know
innocent,
you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
I'm like, this man's not well, dude. He's like, he's trying to like, not Coda. I feel like Coda's like the sane one. I'm like, this guy's like, this guy's not well. He's trying to analyze his friend through his game. It's just like, part of me's like, I kind of get it, you know, but also part of me is just like, I don't think everything has to mean anything at the end of the day. And the fact he's just like, he's lonely. I really do. Just like, where do you get off, you know? Maybe you're lonely. You know, I feel like this is cool. This is like the 6th game, but the first one Coda let the narrator play. Like, what do you mean? Oh, this was the first game. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Pursuing federal only result in misery. Well, damn. Cabbage shapes our nation. What do you think he meant by this? I feel like that's gonna be the one thing that like sticks with me. This right here, there's neurons that are dedicated to this that are never gonna fucking forget this statement now. Cabbage shapes our nation. Cabbage is extremely cheap food like potatoes. You think like that's what he means? Like people eat cabbage? Doesn't matter if you ever get over there and don't talk that way. Very good game! Exclamation point. You know, 10 out of 10. Gamer Magazine. I think this is not going anywhere. What does that mean? I need someone to talk to. Alright, I wonder if this is why he thinks he's lonely, because like all these comments are here, but I also just feel like that could just be the effect he's trying to portray with the game, you know? Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. I feel like if you truly felt like that was real, and it was like, I'm not safe, right? Like, you cannot fall off. It's true, you can't. I tried earlier, and you couldn't. Or can you? I saw a person walking down there. Now it won't come back, sad face. Is the person actually down there? Because that probably freaked me out a little bit, you know? Well done, all of you. Whoever made this has issues. Painting, what does it mean? Yeah, see, I feel like he's trying to portray that, like, feeling that, like, he has issues. Well, not necessarily having issues. Help, I'm trying to speak. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging, you know? I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. You think we're supposed to like look at the dots? Part of me thinks like the fact that I said you think we're supposed to look at the dots, and then I was like, maybe it doesn't mean anything. It makes me, oh yeah, see, look, spoiler, it doesn't mean anything. And there you go, see? Cabbage shapes our nation. There you go, cabbage shapes our nation. From up here, it just looks like dots. True, it does look like dots. There's a little bit of screen tearing going on somewhere in the middle of the dots. That's just the anisotropic filtering not doing its best. Devil Tower Star. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it. This is like that bullshit that is like his terrible secret he kept about. This is like people, like things happen to people and they assume that it means things. This is that whole like pigeon superstition, right? Sorry, I stopped mid-sentence to drink Monster Energy. But yeah, there's that whole like, I'm sure I talked about it.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Almost there. I've seen everything. I've traveled the world. I've never told anyone. See, I feel like that's bullshit, though. He doesn't know that. He's just like guessing. He's psychoanalyzing it. But I talked about this last time, right? The whole like pigeon superstition thing. Where it's like you give a pigeon, just so there's this thing called operant conditioning, right? And it's like if you reward a pigeon for doing a thing, the pigeon will do that thing,
after
seeking that
exploring
reward.
a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
This puzzle solution, I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? How? Doesn't make any sense. The second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer answers, please help.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I'm like, dude, I'm a genius. I solved the door puzzle that everyone that has played this game has solved, you know? And I was like, I'm so smart. I'm like, maybe I wasn't that smart. Yeah, how do you leave notes? What do you think Coda thinks of like the Stanley Parable? Are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak. It's like still going. But yeah, so there's this thing called operant conditioning. Porn stars die too.
Tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Oh god. Okay. Oh shit. A bathroom. Wait, do I have to go here? He said spin its own wheels. Is this stuff gonna happen if I just sit here? But anyway, so yeah, operant conditioning. So if you give a pigeon, if a pigeon does a thing and you reward it, it'll do that thing. Like you can train it to do that thing when you reward it, right? And it's called pigeon superstition. But if you give a human a reward, or okay, so then you give the pigeon like a reward for doing nothing, right? And it'll be like, what did I do, right? So it'll try to do anything. It'll try to do whatever it thought it did that like led to that reward. And that is pigeon superstition. But where that goes is it extends to like there's also human superstition where humans do something and then they're rewarded for it and they don't know what they did, or like something good happens and they assume that it must be linked to something they did, right? So it's like you just keep doing that thing. You think like, if I do this I will get the reward, and so it makes me think of like it makes me think of that, like, he's like, there's got to be a reason for it. He's got to be lonely. He's got to be doing this thing. And it's like, you don't have to be anything, dude. You could just fucking be like, sometimes none of this shit means anything. Is this gonna be the,
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about
like
it.
you are now
just walk to
exiting?
the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna
reminds me of
start
the
over,
hole.
use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version
the hole
2.
in the Stanley Parable. Nice. The furniture's gone. It's just squares. Can I actually walk on this? What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surrounds on a refrigerator? Put a giant hole in the ground. And put a giant hole in the ground, dude. That is not... that is not a giant hole in the ground, bro. I'd really like a washing machine. Dude, 10 stoves lined up along the wall. No, I want a washing machine, brother. Hell yeah. I feel like... I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I think 10 by 12 recessed. It's electric, 6-inch soft LED lighting, lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah, do the Tesla coils. God damn it. Is it supposed to be like a, what? We already have a table. Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Were they? I feel like tables were invented way before 1935. But I kind of want to answer, all right, you know what, tables were invented in 1935. Oh shit, dude.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
This, I feel like, bro, fuck off. It's his art, okay? Where do you get off, bro?
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
I feel like this reminds me of like all those people that are like, you do art wrong. It's like, no, fuck you, you do art wrong. Like, this guide will enable you to follow the instructions carefully. First, click on this table. Shit, dude. Wait, what does it say? Good, go over to the photo frame. I saw Hoto frame because like the light was there. Click to turn it slightly. Do I have to do that? Can I just for sure way before. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Well, if you say so. I should have left it on for a little bit. I wanted to like see how much it lit up the room. Left side of the sofa, move it over a little. Is this the left side of the sofa? Are you the left side of the sofa? Is that the other left side of the sofa? The escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay. Wait, was it? Oh. Couldn't do anything with the table. Return the slab. Oh god.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Just like IRL.
Here's a version
really.
where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Shit, dude.
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself.
Is the narrator going to reveal that he was secretly Coda
so
all
he keeps
along,
going
and
and
I was
going
the
and
one that was
going and
wrong?
going and going, and then he hits on something.
Like, I was
And he
Coda.
likes it.
These are my
And that's it.
games.
He's
This
done.
Is my
He stops
struggle.
making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What the fuck? What does that mean? It'd be like a real plot twist. The phone booth. Okay. It says, hello, who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. This is one of those, like, cyclical games. You're me? Yeah, I'm you from the future. So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Sorry, I was
It's
in
a
the escape
conversation.
room. I was in the reverse
And
prison.
so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone,
What if I just
to share
smack
what's
it
on
all
his
at
mind,
once?
and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
You know, I feel like Coda could have just, like, if he was born later in the era of Roblox, this shit could have been fire, and then he wouldn't have had to talk to himself, you know? Like, Roblox or Fortnite custom maps, his shit would go hard, dude. Then he could talk to whoever he wants. But I actually think there's value in, like this guy dismisses it as like, oh, he's lonely, there's no one to talk to, right? But it's like, it makes me think that, like, this is actually probably what makes this more interesting than, like, any other game, is the fact that, like, you know, every other game tries to tell a story or a narrative. Like, they don't do this because they have other people to talk to. It's like, this is like, I feel like this is peak, that you're stuck here talking to yourself. Like, what's it like to escape? Actually, I've already forgotten what being in prison was like. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like completely still and wildly in motion. I'm gonna go with 3. I feel like that describes life pretty well. You know, at a pace so slow, one doesn't notice, one becomes something one doesn't recognize. You feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out, and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does, wait, it actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. I feel like 2 is also as well, because, like, you never step in the same river twice, you know? But that, I mean, like, you're never the same collection of molecules, either physically or emotionally. I'm not sure if so slow one doesn't notice isn't wildly in motion. I mean, it feels like that's the whole, like, okay, so it's like at a pace so slow one doesn't notice, one becomes something one doesn't recognize. So it's like, that's like the wildly part, is like the becoming something one doesn't recognize, right? Where it's like, every day feels the same to you, but before you know it, like, time has gone by and you're wildly, like, you've changed, you know, you're different. That's where the wildly in motion part, I feel like, comes from, right? That's so nice to hear. It makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy who you are right now. It won't last. Dude, I feel like 3 is really on my brain a lot, but, like, 2 and 1 are also valid. I'm gonna go 3. Let's say wildly different change in you then. Like, I work at, like, a different place than I did, like, 3 years ago. It's really weird because it's like I recently went back to see family for 4th of July. And when I did that, I went back to where I went to, like, university, right? And so it's like, I saw people that I haven't seen for 10 years, and it didn't feel like it'd been 10 years. And I'm sure, like, I'm not the same person at all in those 10 years. And some of those people were also not the same people. I'm sure none of those people are the same people I saw in 10 years, you know? Like, so it's like, yeah. And it's like, you don't feel it at the time, and then it goes back to that whole, like, you never know, like, where you've been for the last time. And I think about that a lot, and I think about, like, you don't know who you've talked to for the last time either. Like, one of my grandma's friends, before I, like, said goodbye to everybody, she was like, have a nice life, you know? And I feel like she just kind of said that, and, like, she knew the weight of the words, and she's probably like, this dude's young and stupid and he doesn't know the weight of those words, but it's like, that stuck with me. Like, I'm like, yeah, because, like, I don't know if I'm gonna see that lady ever again before she dies, right? Like, and she probably is aware of that, because she knows that, like, she's very aware of her mortality probably at this point, because she's very old and she doesn't know how much time she has left. So I'm just like, yeah, you know, I feel like you always kind of, like, I always thought about this too, right? I used to say this to, like, my old boss and it'd freak him out, because I'd be like, even the people who die at 30 probably thought they had so much more life to live, you know? So it's like the odds of meeting someone for the last time, depending on age, may be low, but it's never 0. So, like, don't ever take that for granted. Like, I'm very much about enjoying the time you have with the people you have and enjoying it while you have it, because ending every conversation with this is goodbye, I love you, otherwise I'll see you next time. Dude, that's why at the end of every stream, right, I'm like, I'll have a good time till I see you, or even if I don't, like, because it's like, this might be the only time you ever click on this stream, or this might be the last time you click on this stream, and I'm just like, you know, whatever happens between now and then, or now and forever, like, have a good one. And I mean that, like. Alright, it says, wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. I'm gonna go 2, you know. We're writing our own narrative here. What did they tell you? What did you have to do to get out? All they told me was to be sincere. They asked me how I felt about being imprisoned. They just talked to me for a while. I think that all they told me was to be sincere. Is this revealing a lot about my psychological profile, that I'm like hitting these buttons in this order? What, that freed you? How does that work? You know, listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere. It'll make sense. Dude, just be sincere. I feel like 1 and 2 are also kind of good. This is like future advice to your past self, right? So like, if I was like, all right, 1, you know, it's a little bit more logical. It's like, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape, you know? Yeah. Oh, that didn't send you to, like,
see why he considers this a
too much of an
fitting
existential
conclusion to the
crisis.
prison game. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other
You listen
than
as well then
himself?
as you do now. I know. I feel like I don't listen, like, a lot of times. I don't know. Part of me is like, if I feel like I'd have to, like, trust. I'd like, if it's
To
myself,
me,
right?
this
That seems like a
environment
trustworthy
is meant
character.
to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2
So,
doors on
I
either
feel like I would
side
have to listen
and
to
a
them,
dark
but-
transitional space between.
At the same time, I just like, I don't know, man. Like, what does that mean? What the fuck is going on? But no, I feel like I've gone
Just
back
so
to
you're
that
aware,
room.
nothing will happen up here until you've been inside the house.
God damn it! It's like he knows. It's like he made the Stanley Parable, and he knows that I'm going to do everything I'm not supposed to do. But I often wonder, like, is that a really unique quality for me, or do I just think that that is a unique quality? How many people just play games and just, like, follow the linear shit you're supposed to do, where I feel like I constantly run to places and try to break shit and do what you're not supposed to do in games? You spoke to people who knew better, but you wouldn't listen. Yeah, but I feel like they don't have, like, the same credentials, right? Because you're like, everybody is operating on, like, their version of reality that is kind of put in place and based in their memories. And even advice that, like, really smart people give might only be with shit that works for them, you know? You always go with the wrong thing, or you do what is expected of me. I try not to question things I do. I'm always trying to fucking break shit. My goodness, I'm glad as heck you showed up. Though I might be having to clean this entire... or thought I might be having to clean this entire house by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everybody knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. Okay.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games,
Is it?
including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Damn. Really makes me think of that, like, what one person can do in 1 month, 2 people can do in 1 month. What one person can do in 2 months, 2 people can do in 4 months. Like, don't worry about me, a place is nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole place? Fuck, are we cleaning this whole place? Shit, dude, that's a lot of work. That's the story, little one. Dude, this guy was making the OG, like, clean up the bullshit games, you know? I promise you wish there was more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Holy shit, dude, 1 click. Shit, dude, this is the game of the future right here. They really took the tedious bullshit out and really just trimmed down the gameplay loop. Now, could you please run to the bedroom and make the bed? Alright, I guess if I have to. Many hands can make the whole thing worse and slower. Dude, sometimes it's just like you have a difference of opinion, and sometimes I think it's worse to be caught between, like, 2 different opinions on how shit should work than to just have one person take the fucking wheel and, like, be like, this is how this shit's gonna work because I said it's gonna work this way. At the same time, though, there's something to be said in, like, enterprise applications for, like, the long-term scalability of things and like the expandability of things when you're not just trying to hurry shit up and get done. It's like, it's difficult. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How do you, oh wait, all the little details, wait, okay, god damn it. Now you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a housekeeper? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a lousy, oh, it's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Do you enjoy being a housekeeper? These are conversations that I like wish I would have with people that I also don't have with people, so maybe me and Coda aren't that different at the end of the day, you know? I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel kind of calm that rests in the pit of my rib cage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and tidy the couch. Wait, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten out the pillows on the sofa over there? I may be adding and missing some words every now and then, so. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? Alright, I guess I suppose. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. Are you okay with that? Make it especially cheesy? I'll try to get by it. You absolutely have to. Are we like flirting? Are we fucking? Is this person and I? Are we like a thing? I said that yesterday when someone was talking on stream and I was like, oh dude, are they fucking? Is this it? And someone was like, they're being normal people. What are you talking about? Oh, I think it was Resident Evil. I was like, is how people talk nowadays? Oh, you said you once had a disagreement with someone. They said that a game would be terrible if they didn't listen to criticism, but I was saying that the artist's intent is the most important thing in development. Sometimes I think like, I guess there's kind of a balance, right? And it's weird because it's like I'm playing all these games, I'm kind of telling the narrator to like fuck off because I'm like, you don't know Coda's work or Coda's vision. And I guess the weird part is like, I'm selling the narrator short, right? Because he's the one that put all of Coda's ideas together into this thing. Like, he's the one that took these air quotes unplayable games and slapped them together into this vision. So the reality might be that like, maybe if I was actually playing Coda's games, I'd be bitching and I'd be like, they're shit, dude. But like, here the narrator kind of sells them and like maybe oversells them in a way for like more than what they're worth. But I guess I kind of feel like it's a balance. Because again, it goes back to that, like, I don't know, it's like music, right? Music is subjective, and some music is subjectively shit. We're not playing for Coda's games, that's for sure. I do think there's something nice and, like, simple to them in, like, a way, but maybe that only shines when, like, the narrator sells it to you like this. Right, make it especially cheesy. Be like, I love you. Or is it gonna transform into a giant fucking monster and like rip your head off? No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. No, you motherfucker, you can't just do that. You fucking asshole. Wash the dishes. God damn it. Right. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. So true, you know. We are all just human. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? So you don't know what you're saying about Resident Evil and fucking, you kind of missed it. Oh, so I was watching Mika Vampire stream the other day, and she's playing with the Resident Evil, like, Revelations, which I think is for, like, the 3DS or whatever. There's a point at the end where, like, the people are talking, and I was like, bro, like, do people talk like this? Or are they fucking, like, what's going on here? She's like, people just talk like this. It's normal. I'm like, I don't believe this, but like, I'll take your word for it.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing.
Oh, does it go back?
It's
now
the
you clean the
moment
dishes off the
after a
table?
particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside
House
of
cleaning
you,
is so difficult. How do you
and
do
eventually cohere into something meaningful.
it? Darling, let me tell you something. Your house is only as difficult to clean as you are. I don't know why I feel like this person had like a southern like kind of draw to them. Draw. If you fucking work hard, maybe you have a bit of housekeeping to do before you can come to work.
I know that Coda really liked this game.
And here I go with another lecture.
Of all of his
course I
work,
will.
actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it.
Don't worry about all that nonsense.
This was
Now
during a
smooth out the
period
rug
of
in the
a few
bedroom.
months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Damn. I mean, the game is peaceful. I kind of get it in like a weird way, but like, I feel like in Roblox though, this shit would go hard, dude. Talk like what? I don't even remember what they said, which is the worst part. Otherwise, I would elaborate more. But it's like, there's a female character in that game, and she's wearing like half a wetsuit with like her ass out, and I feel like she's flirting with like the one dude. But then I think she's like, oh, this is a spoiler alert. If you're gonna play Resident Evil Revelations at some point, cover your ears. But like, I think she's like trying to flirt with this dude, and I was like, she's definitely trying to like hop on that, and she was like, the streamer lady was like, she's trying to hop on anything. So I was like, I guess that's just her character, but like. But then, like, I think at the end, that she betrayed him and everything. But I was like, the way they were talking, like, what the fuck? No, people don't talk like this. Somebody say, don't wait. Okay. Earlier when I said I really cheesy, I was gonna say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. I know I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? You know? Oh, you can't see all the options because I'm covering them. You know when people talk like, to be honest? Me neither, you know. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? I suppose. I guess in a way this is like, you are progressing as you like do these chores, right? So like, this is kind of a decent game. Pills on the couch are real nice.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
I feel like this is gonna be the calm before the storm. It's when the shit's gonna hit the fan after this.
But, of course, it can't last.
Oh, god damn it.
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
Oh,
the door
geez.
at the top of the hill is now open as well.
I get it now.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
That is true. What the fuck? The wall's gone. What the fuck? I kind of get it, I guess, right? It's like this is to get you, like, you know, they hook you with that feeling of like, oh, this is your family and your life here, and you're full of love and happiness, and then there's got to be that like conflict that like spurs you to go do shit, I guess. And it's kind of like real life in that sense, I suppose, where it's like, you know, is it ever enough to just exist and be, or do we always have to do something more? Is there always a journey that is greater waiting at the end of that, like, period? We made it to the light.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Are bad things gonna happen to Coda?
This one gets a bit goofy.
He said he did it so that he would keep making games, right? Like, do I not have pants? Is that what's gonna happen? He said goofy. Is this a critique on the modern education system? You know, is it to make your relationships more meaningful? You came here to become perfect. This workshop's gonna teach you how to be perfect. Dude, I feel like this is like a bunch of friends and people in your life to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am right now. Who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that make you feel disgusted with yourself compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Oh god. Perfection is within your grasp. Wait, new items you love at members only prices. Wait, where was that at? Perfection is within your grasp. The question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. This is so easy.
About
it's just
halfway
so
through the
easy.
game, the perspective shifts.
Being perfect is effortless. Holy shit. On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start to to society. Kids do not
Suddenly,
follow
you
their dreams.
discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
This is the key. How do I
Oh,
cheat
and also
with
you
no
can
effort?
move around the classroom now.
Wow, we can move around the classroom? This is the key. Oh, this is supposed to be... Okay, so this is like a commentary on like no one knows what the fuck they're doing. We're all climbing the ladder with no known destination. I feel like on the way to work, I told an elderly person to contribute to society is fucking, like, based in the fucked up kind of way. Oh, like this, the level title? Oh, okay, I see. On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. I have no idea what the fuck we're... Oh, is it that person said that? Is that why? Let me tell you, if it isn't effortless, it's not the right answer. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. I feel like, is this supposed to be like a little bit of the introspective, like, Well, you can't see it because I'm like in the way, but like these are the options on the side. One of them's yellow, and I feel like that's like the faking it till you make it answer. And the other two are like the invasive thoughts in the teacher's head as he struggles through life, just as we all struggle through life. There's a weird point where I realized, like, once I was done with university, that a lot of my teachers through high school were probably about the same age I was. And that in the end of things, it's like, we really are just like fucking clueless. We're the blind leading the blind out there. I said there are options, but you have to trust your judgment. I'm gonna go with, thank goodness y'all perceive me as being wise and intelligent, even though I think this is the wrong answer. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simple path forward? You're not developing a cyst, gross. You understand that you won't be happy until you love me. This is for you. There's no truth. There's no path. Haha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth. There's no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys. Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look. Should we, like, can we break the fourth wall? Am I supposed to use the yellow options, or am I supposed to, like... Alright, holy shit, you guys. Something's coming out of the back room. I mean, that one thing said be sincere, right? It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everybody run, run. I feel like everyone run, you know?
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
Perfection.
To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Yeah. Dude, I actually like that one.
I think about this game a lot these days.
Damn. Me too. You know, now that I've seen it.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Part of me feels like there's a quote by Substantial on a song with a backing track by Marcus D. And I'm gonna quote it the way he says it, but I'm super nerdy and like a VTuber on the internet, so don't hate me for this. He says, "Every man is an artist. Hey yo man, what your art is." And I feel like this makes me think of that. Like, this is very much Coda's art. And there's people that make games, and that's like kind of like that thing when like Coda got mad and put all those fucking, he's like, you run around in a fucking room and you do fuck all, and he's like, there's your fucking game that works. There's your functioning fucking game, right? And then he's like, now fuck off and let me do my art, right? And I feel, and maybe I'm projecting, but in some way I feel like I can kind of relate to that, you know, like yeah, these games may be weird, but like these are more than just games. These are his art. Like, this is not built for the functioning purpose of being a game. It's built for the purpose of expressing something deeper than that. And in a way, I think there's something to that. Maybe. That made me jump slightly. I don't know if you caught it on the... I feel like I knew it was going to happen, but I thought like maybe we were going to go out there and then it was going to happen. Instead, all right, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. We are a gathering of professionals. First, you start out leaning against this wall. This reminds me of Pathologic 2 in a way, which makes me think maybe I should give that, like, game another chance. Good stay right there. There isn't enough cowbell. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Oh god, hello, sorry I have to leave. Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom, Andy? Fucking, this is IRL. IRL me simulator. Like, oh sorry I have to leave. I suppose we should start with hello, but you know, we're really breaking the fourth wall, I guess. That's not a conversation. Hello, that's it, dude. We gotta start somewhere. Okay, I actually have to converse with her. Be a human being. God damn it, do it again. What do you mean you hit him with the Riz? I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. Like, yo, dude. One of those comes on way too strong. The other one is way too much to unpack. And the first one's relatable and kind of base. So I'm just gonna go with I'm super scared right now. No, no, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. Can you see me doing the Apex fucking hobble here? Lift my hands from the fucking WASD keys. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Holy shit, dude. Is there a cone skip? Has worked really hard to get where you are? I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you had to make? Okay, let's go with option 1. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again. What do you mean? You freak her out at the conversation gets that personal really quickly. What do you mean? You don't realize this was important for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this. Everything was riding on this. I feel like he's like beating himself up. I kind of get this, right? This is that like when you go to talk to someone and you fuck it up. And then you think about like what you would have done and what you would have said in that like situation. Try stepping back from the stage. Is it the light? The lamp, if you will? It's like I'll never fuck that one up again. I simply don't talk to people. What do you mean? Yeah, relatable, honestly. We're in here now. We're caged in. Our dreams locked behind this prison gate. Oh shit, oh yes, now this is working. This is what it was like.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life.
Oh god.
The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself.
I feel like this is very like self-expressive.
To be honest, I
He's
didn't consider it very
making
easy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do?
You think he like met
After
a girl
this,
and then he
Coda
fucked it
went
up
off
and that
took
was
another
like his
5
whole like...
months to make a new game.
Mobius trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. What the fuck? Everybody close your eyes. Like, do I have to keep them closed? How the fuck? There's no way, right? I feel like this is the time the title worked. I'm fine. Why did I go blind? I can't see. I mean, it said keep your eyes closed. I feel like I'm gonna do nothing. Right? This is what you do. You don't touch anything. Because even though my eyes are open, I'm playing the role of the blind man. God damn it. Oh no, what do I do?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
What?
And there is a solution, by the way.
What? I was told that we, what's going on? I'm blind. Oh, everybody's blind. You can't see anything? No, I have no idea where we are. Please, we know how to solve this. Please don't let this be forever. Oh wait, please, yeah, please don't let this be forever. Oh god, dude, I feel like we're playing mouthwashing. Shit, dude. I can't die like this, I can't die like this. Help, I'm blind. Everybody's blind. Someone could help. I don't know, something shields. Are we gonna crash? Please someone talk to me. Please tell me how to solve this. Please tell me how to solve this, you know? Answer the questions. Can you do something? Can't you fix this? Can we like, can we open the door? Can we get on the floor? Can we lock the dinosaur? Little spoilers? What do you mean? SS Whisper, dude, is this a ship from the... Oh god, you didn't have the hiccups. This ship from the first game? What's going on? What do I do? Close my eyes? There was a giant door and then my vision went black. That's it. truth. God damn it. Oh, spoilers for mouthwashing? Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess in a way, kinda. No, my bad if it's mouthwashing. The only way to stop is to speak something that is honest. Can't keep making these. I'm bursting with creative energy. My work is always fun. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be I can't keep making these, because in a way, whether that's true in like a pragmatic sense or true in like a real sense, like eventually you are going to die and you can't keep making these. You know, not to put a downer on the party, but I have ideas, I don't feel it anymore, it's draining.
Like I said, I was getting concerned.
I don't feel it anymore.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from?
Keep talking.
But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him.
And honestly,
not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant.
You really spoke through that instead of
you know how sometimes a person will just
pretending to
deflect anything that you say.
I mean, I felt like if we
disconnected all the time, it was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like you're, you know, in the other sense, like the door was gonna hit us, and then we would just have to do it again. So it felt like, you know, we could talk through this. We had time. I'm alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. I feel like I'm stuck in it. Question mark. You know, when people get stuck in like a rut. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. What's the like Poppy quote where she's just?
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Where's your sense of consequences? I feel like I break the fourth wall in games all the time. What do you mean? December 2010, dude. I wasn't even like. I think I wrote my first piece of code in 2010, and it like wasn't very good code. It's in a very basic learning programming language. Why is it so bright? Hello, where am I? What is this? Hello? Is it me? You're looking foe? I can see it in your eyes. Where did this island come from? How do I get out of here? Hello, is anyone there? You know, hello, is anyone there? Some of these games are kind of based, you know. It's a person, how lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Aren't we all, in the grand scheme of things? I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. When I try to create, I feel empty. I feel like you can't be out of ideas, because like, this is like an idea, right? Like, do you think this changes, like, depending on what you pick, or you think all those options are simply what he feels? Oh no, what's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm just trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. I don't know for either of these. I'm gonna go with one that's gonna express how empty he feels. That is true, but I do feel like that's still an expression. Like, wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Why do I read like this? What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. I need to see it to know why it stopped. I can take you to it,
the last
but
game
there's a
featured
problem.
Coda talking explicitly about his creative
Guarded by a
frustrations,
difficult puzzle.
this one turns it up to 11.
You can help me solve the puzzle.
Put yourself
we'll
in
find
my
a
shoes
machine
playing
deal.
this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
You know, you ever heard the thing that's like fall down 7 times, stand up 8? That's like, even in this depressed state, I feel like the fact that he's producing shit and still moving forward is really all you need at the end of the day. So it's like, I feel like 3's, okay, so it's option 1's deal, option 2's deal, and then the third option is it doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're going to end up there one way or another, right? So I feel like that's like the brief moment of clarity maybe, and not necessarily the despair. Where it's like, I hit 3 and it said deal. So I feel like, no matter what shit you're going through, just keep fucking going. You'll get through it. And that maybe sounds like shitty advice, but like, perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
From my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his
Yeah, I
computer all
recognize this.
day,
I've
not
solved
really
this puzzle
showing these games
before.
to anyone,
This is
not
easy.
releasing them onto the internet. And so
I've
he
solved this
didn't
puzzle
have
before.
anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had
Wonderful.
no
What do you want me to
outlet
do
to
it?
ground himself on.
First, you press the switch on the inside. First, you have to open the door. First, you have to open the door, then you have to get on the floor, and then you have to walk the dinosaur. Now what? Now you close the switch. Now you have to close the first door. Okay, yeah. I was gonna laugh so fucking hard if, like, the switch wasn't there. It's like, no, what, motherfucker? Like, you think you're so smart? Now just close the first door. Now just open the door. Now just press the switch. You know, the Nintendo Switch. TM right deserved. Huh, that was so
You
simple.
can't talk yourself out of loneliness.
Can't believe I never solved
It doesn't work that
for
way.
this.
You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
What are you talking about? There's no machine here. These are just some words on some walls. Like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you... Okay, here we are. Trust me, you'll see. Just that your work is fun and easy. You have to say the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Let's see. Okay, making games is simple. Sure, making games is easy. Art making games is effortless. I don't know which of these is honestly like. I feel like I was gonna go with 3. Alright, making games is effortless. Oh, that feels wonderful. Is this about him like lying to himself? He's just sucking down the copium? Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Oh, it's because he's like, is he gonna realize that like he's just bullshitting himself? That like, he's depressed, you know? He tells himself that it doesn't matter and doesn't bring him joy, but then he's gonna be like, it's because it's easy and I don't have, he's like, I don't love you anymore, get out of here, you dumb animal. But like, he knows in his heart that the dumb animal was inside of him all along. I feel so awful when I said that. Don't worry, just keep talking, just keep talking. Okay, okay, you keep saying that creation is easy. Yeah, keep shitting on your own work, and then you'll realize that like you're pissed off at yourself and that you actually give a shit about what you do. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. When I make games, I feel completely energized. It's easy. It never stops being easy. I feel like this is it. This is like his breakthrough, right?
Seeing this game at the time that he made it looked really unhealthy to me.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself.
I was
Just never stop
watching
creating.
him
You'll
do
never
this
feel
to
bad.
himself,
It's such
and
a
I
simple
hated it.
solution.
I hated seeing him so
Just never
crushed.
stop creating, and you'll never feel
It's
bad.
like video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
This is helping. I'm gonna
This is what I
vomit.
really
Please,
cared
where's
about.
the machine? Alright, we're gonna go with
And I
I'm
used to
gonna
get
vomit.
so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this.
Wait,
was
didn't he
the
say
worst
Coda
thing.
stop making games? Pain breezes effortlessly off of me. All any sacrifice made for my work are 100% worth it 100% of the time. Wait, over 100% worth it. Pays off eventually. It always pays off eventually. Maybe. Is this gonna be like at the very beginning? Oh
I don't
no,
know.
is this the bad
This
end?
is what I felt at the time.
There's no
I
shame,
don't
no
know
fear,
how
no
else to
guilt.
explain
I'll be
it.
saved by my work. I believe this
I wanted
unquestionably.
it to
I'm a
stop
vessel for
more than
certainty.
anything. I had never felt so wrong. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
It's gonna be him. Is Coda secretly
But it didn't stop.
a girl?
After finishing this one,
Or was he
Coda
just-
takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
At the very beginning, yeah, I feel like he did say that, right? At what point is this gonna? I mean, that means like this is probably not a happy ending here, right? Like, he probably gets lost along the way. Ma'am, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. Intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. I intend to be quick? Question mark. Very good. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press. We might have a bit of tension on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh, shit. Oh my god, will we get to see the machine? Dude, I actually love this. Like, this is so... This is so cool in, like, a weird way. Hello? When will we get answers? What will be done about the machine? What will you do? Will it be punished? Is it actually a machine? Where's the machine now? What are your next actions? Where's the machine now? Will we get to see the machine? These people are all saying like the same thing. Let us continue. The only jump scare in pools? What do you mean? I think there's more than one jump scare in pools, isn't there? There's like the part at the end where they start like chasing you. Spoiler alert if you're gonna play pools. You stop.
And of course, it's the machine.
The machine looks like it's seen some better days. Also, I probably wouldn't put your hands next to that. It's just dangerous. You stopped. Why'd you stop, you stupid machine? You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Shit, man. I don't know. I'm assuming he's gonna be like, your work was keeping us healthy, or your work was keeping us alive. We'll see healthy. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? I feel like, what people are out there, man? Like, what people are like... I feel like they're blaming themselves like way more than they need to be blaming themselves for this. It's only because of your creations that any of us could make it through each day. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go out to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you've allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Or I'm agreeing with I've been so alone. We're gonna really break down the fourth wall. So I'm like running in circles. Apologize for leaving me. I feel like you can't just like tell the spark or the drive in your life to apologize for leaving you. Know nothing, think carefully, I know how to hurt you, I've seen the thing you fear. With like know nothing. This really does seem pretty unhealthy, like there's some pretty unhealthy dialogue here. Alright then, I'll apologize to people on your behalf. And this is like the worst part about like depression, I feel like, because he feels like he like owes it to these people to like be somebody, right? And he's like, I have to apologize because I'm depressed. I have to apologize because like the machine's not working. And I feel like that's some fucking bullshit because like everybody goes through some shit, you know? And I feel like nothing pisses me off more than like, I don't feel like I shouldn't be like pissed off, but like it really makes me like annoyed and angry, I guess, when like I feel like a lot of my friends are like, they get depressed at times and they want to like do stuff, and I'm just like, you know, outside of your own brain, it's like, you don't know how fucking important you are. So like, don't fucking believe your bullshit when you tell yourself you're not worth it. Like, my followers or my friends? My friends. It falls on me to deliver the bad news. I have a troubling revelation. It falls on me to deliver the bad news, I guess. Now, fuck you, your own use. How dare you leave? Exactly, dude. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. I'll go with 1. My heart's not sold on this dialogue because I feel like it's... I'm mentally at odds with this, like, dialogue. I hear you, but can't, like, hear you, you know? I kind of get it in a way because it's like... I don't know. There's things that we will never accept about ourselves, probably. But that's why I try my best to, like, tell people I appreciate them when I do. Because, again, I just feel like, don't, like... you're more than that, you know? Like, don't listen to that fucking bullshit. This is not important. We're stronger than it thinks we are. We'll find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Oh, is that 2? Is this, like, the option, like, seals the fate? He's like, I don't need these games anymore. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. I feel like let us pay it retribution is pretty bad because it's like we're gonna get revenge, and it's like I feel like if you're gonna do anything, the best thing is to like move forward in spite of it. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Neither of these are particularly healthy in my opinion. Probably 2 is like the lesser of 2 evils, but that's still gonna hurt the machine a lot inside. Are the lights gonna turn on? Am I gonna jump again? Oh shit! What if I don't fire? Do I have to fire? I feel like I have to fire. God damn it. Oh shit, dude, it's like Splatoon. I want to drink water, but I'm Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you're known forever. I feel like, I don't know how this is going to achieve number 2, but that feels like the lesser of two evil options.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people. To get some actual feedback on his
exposed
games.
to the view of others every day forever, seen in naked clarity.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it.
Oh, I see. Is this why
because
you
it would
make
never
these
occur to
games?
Coda to start actively soliciting feedback. So, what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
The art isn't the work. The art was the creation. You can make new art. Though I get it hurting. Yeah, I mean, that's like... That goes back to that thing my AP art teacher said that, like, I always quote, right? And he was like, never get attached to your work because it's bullshit. He's like, the real art is inside of you all along type of thing. Where it's like, yeah, your art can get destroyed and you can come to, like...
So I started showing Coda's work to
hate it and stuff, but...
I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions.
We're falling in
and
space.
the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
Is Code gonna be
There
like,
was
where did you
nothing
get
for him
off?
to be
How dare you
afraid of.
show my works to people? Because I feel like this, I could see how this could backfire really fucking bad if, like, Coda trusted him with, like, these private works and these feelings and stuff like that, and he was like, I'm gonna show everybody, and they're gonna love you whether you like it or not, you know, like, put down your weapon. I can't move. I feel like I can't put down the weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need
gonna be like the-
to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really
no,
connects
I get a
with the thing
bad
that
feeling
I've
that,
made, when they
like,
see
this is
themselves
his
purely in my
justification
work,
for why he showed all these games to
there's
people,
nothing that feels
and
better.
like Coda was betrayed
I
by
got
this.
to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something. I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was
How
a
dare
friend who was in
you.
trouble and was
Like, oh.
unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves. And I could fix it.
I was like,
If I
God
could give
damn
him this
it.
gift, maybe I could
You
fix it.
ignorant bastard.
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
I think that's a problem, right? You did it for him, right? It probably didn't help Coda very much, is what I'm gonna guess. Oh, here we go.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then
Oh, God.
really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
And you just
This one is
downloaded
called
that
The
shit?
Tower. And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
There's like, yeah.
So let's take a look.
Just like before viruses existed. They're like, what the fuck? 2011, it was safe back then? I don't know if I believe that. Like, this man's gonna do fucking ransomware on his PC. The Tower.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant.
The Tower.
It feels like it's trying to
Draga?
distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
He says that, but I feel like I've played VR chat worlds that look exactly like this, and there's nothing more magical or special to it, you know? Something about this reminds me of like the
This
very
room actually has a
first
maze in it.
intro to like Half-Life 2. Oh god.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
You say
But
that,
I do
but
want to
like,
show you the rest of the levels, so
Dark
when you're
Souls
ready
exists,
to continue,
bro.
press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
like this shit was just before its time. I feel like people would have loved this shit. Maybe in 2011, they're just like, the world wasn't ready yet, you know? But like, I guarantee, like, in fucking modern internet culture, like, someone like, I finally figured this shit out. Okay, you gotta go to the 4th crack on the fucking floor, and then you go to like the 7th crack, and then you take your step back, and then you go to the side. Like, I swear to God, like, someone would figure this shit out. I'm probably not going to, but you know, people out there would love this shit. I feel like there's nothing but like data miners and people who like live for this shit now. I feel like, what if I fall into the maze? God damn it. Do you think so how did this guy like get through the maze? How did he find out there was more like to this?
And to be fair,
the
it's
game
not like
file?
this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
But the obstacles in life
The
aren't
only way
always
past
obvious.
this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
Oh, we could do that.
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage
How do
thought
I?
or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except
know the
a
code?
lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
No, do I want to look at the code? How many numbers is this? He said it's 6 digits, right? What's 8? How many digits are here? 9, 10? 10 to the power of 6. What is that? Or is it 6 to the power of 10? I think it's 6 to the power of 10. Sorry, I alt-tabbed. I need a calculator. One that's better than my brain. 6 to the power of 10. Holy shit. Is that real? But I feel like I did this math wrong. Hold on a second. Wait, you said 10 to the power of 6? Okay, that seems more reasonable. There's a million combinations here. Do you think do we want to go through all million? I guess we'll just 51617 15617. I think I still said it wrong. 15617. The stair, dude. This is like Harry Potter. I was gonna try to jump it, like. You know, this kind of reminds me of a Get to Work.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
That happens all the time,
like a
though.
failure,
in life.
I guess.
And I feel like you gotta like accept it.
Fix the problem.
Some people don't want their problems
I can
fixed.
open this door for you, so let me do that.
And like that's just how it would be.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I
As soon
feel
as you're the
like
one to
I
fix it,
failed,
that's what I'm saying. Dude.
and I don't understand why.
It sucks because it's like I feel like I've been the person there holding the bag
I
like
remember,
more often
it's
than
June
not.
of
but, like,
2011. I'm playing this for the very first time.
one of the hard lessons I've
And as I'm
learned is like
playing,
sometimes
I'm
you just
thinking to myself,
have to let it go.
I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
I feel like, yeah, what do the 3 dots mean? I feel like in a weird way, he is kind of like the best kind of like artist person, right? He's like, tell me what
I just felt so strongly that
he doesn't reveal the secrets, you know?
If I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
Is that why he made this game?
I needed to see myself in someone else.
To make
I needed
Coda's works his
someone
own?
other than me.
Does Coda know that his works have been
But he
stolen
stopped
and
and
made
left.
into this game?
And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Is there a lawsuit or waiting to happen here? Does Coda know that his valuable IP and ideas have been used for this?
Where did I screw up?
Holy shit.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did.
Damn.
I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
It would be a short lawsuit? What do you mean? Because, like, they're blatantly there in, like, a way. I could have read the text. I didn't read the text. The first one said, Dear Davey, I think it's, I have to ask you not to speak to me again. Something like this. What does it say? Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Which is weird because, like, Coda sent him an email that, like, had this game in it. Like, how many months did he say after, like, knowing him? Which makes me think, like, I feel like you wouldn't get this email with, like, this game that's, like, if this person didn't want to talk anymore, question mark? But, like, I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. As Davey said, it was clearly not his games. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're so wait, you've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere.
They treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say.
A meaning. Would it
Even
make
though
you
I was
any
showing
happier?
your work, it was... I felt good about myself.
You stop taking my games and showing them to people against my
For
wishes.
a moment,
Yeah, exactly.
while I had that, I liked myself.
Giving something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Wait. At the very beginning, Davey said that he was showing off his friend Coda's games. You're saying, but they weren't Coda's games? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Oh, I see. So he's like...
And then you stopped.
Would you simply
And
let
I
them be
didn't
what
have
they
anything
are?
left to show people. I just had to be with myself.
When I'm around you, I feel
And
physically
as soon
ill.
as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
You desperately need something, and I cannot
Nothing.
give it to you. I literally
Less
do
than
not have
nothing.
it.
What does that mean?
Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Dude, that's what I was saying at the beginning. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you're
I'm
wrestling.
afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. I guess that's it. That's the end. Wait, so the lamppost and all the... I mean, I guess he did say he was adding solutions to the games, right? And it's like his friend,
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work.
Where's the lever?
Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And So a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up.
This feels like one final fuck up, and like the chain of fuck ups that like.
Will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again, and I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
This is like.
I mean, is something wrong with me?
Davey is selfish. Like Davey is selfishly putting this shit out
right
there.
Now. Like I'm showing people your work.
Yeah, you see,
but
there goes
I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again.
But
like I'm
like
an
at
addict.
the end of the day,
there has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know.
No.
I don't think it will. But
No,
there's nothing
Davey,
else that I can
you gotta
do. Just
stop.
Tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. Start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way.
Mom and Dad, you're fighting, bro.
I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading. And all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Also, when he said I'm fading, it just makes me think of that Divinity 2 or Divinity Original Sin, because I feel like they always say that in the game. They're just like, I'm fading. It's like when they're fucking low on HP. The epilogue, random fact. Oh god. I learned killer whales are like apex predators, but they never, like the ones in the wild have never attacked humans. I know, like we're just not. I was like, why not? You know, it feels like they're like fucking, like they take down whales, they take down like a bunch of shit. They fight like sea lions and stuff. It says they only attack humans when they mistake them for sea lions.
More praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Which reminds me of Liza P. But also, I feel like these people need help, dude. Like Davey needs help, and so does. I mean, maybe the other guy does too, but I don't know. I mean, I'm probably like he's just making his art, but like, I don't know, man. You know, like, I feel like I pretty much hit the nail on the head though throughout the whole game, right? Where I was like, it's not his place to show this like work, but maybe he leads you up to thinking that. I don't know.
Solution.
Yeah, I do feel like Davey does have something going on, you know. Was that a good fact? Do you like that fact about the killer whales? You really nailed it from level 3? Damn.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
Yeah, I'm pretty old and pretty wise, you know.
Wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Yeah, so true. Like from one autist to the next, you know. Some people just like trains, bro. Like you just gotta let it go. Oh my god, I shouldn't have said that. But I'm sorry. Like,
even now, the disease is telling me
sometimes
to
you just
stop.
get that hyperfixation.
Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
I do feel like Davey is wrong for showing like his friends games and stuff, but it's like I just feel like if Davey's gonna like mentally go down the spiral of like I'm a terrible person because I've done this to my friend, then it's like you also have to stop that shit too, because like nobody's perfect, okay? Everybody operates on a framework of like what they believe around the world around them, and I feel like most people try to do their best to make an informed decision based on that imperfect information, and that's just the nature of life. Like this is a game of imperfect information. We're not playing chess. You don't see the whole fucking board. You don't know everybody's fucking moves and what every piece is capable of.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation,
don't beat yourself up about it.
What would that even be?
All you can do is like kind of do better, you know?
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
This is like... I don't know, bro. Like, find your own prison game, you know? Like, that's my advice to Davey, I guess. I realized this, like, I don't know. I played Apex for like a really long time, right? And there was a point for a long time I would try to like climb the ladder, and I'd be like, I have to be the plat rank because that makes me platinum. I have to get the diamond badge because that makes me diamond. I have to hit Apex Predator because that's what makes me good at the game. Like this badge, the shiny badge that shows people who I am is what makes me good at this thing. And then I realized a couple seasons ago, I was like, it's bullshit. Like it doesn't. Like who I am inside of my body is what makes me like who I am, I guess, you know.
What now?
Like the real Apex Predator will be like inside of you. The real diamond player will be there. And if the rank doesn't reflect that, then it's like, it doesn't fucking matter. And that's why I hate people who sit AFK.
I think I need to go.
In the fucking bush in Apex because they're like, I'm gonna go to diamond rank. It's gonna make me diamond. It's like, no, you're still gonna be shitty at Apex. You're gonna be a shitty Apex player with a fucking diamond badge on your name.
I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Don't worry, Davey. You know, like Miley Cyrus says, everybody makes mistakes. You know, I'm proud of that one. I feel like I'm so fucking smug inside. Like, yeah, I got him. Also, he said I'd love to get an Apex Predator inside of me. Like a killer whale or like a... You know, not to make the gag run too far, but... And he plays this sad music, but like, you really, you know, stop it, man. Get some help. Alright, down the hole we go. The floor. Like, move with no, what the fuck? Like a pterodactyl? You know? What I learned like not too long ago, this is the bonus fact hidden behind the fact of the first, right? They actually used to pronounce the P in pterodactyl. Like in ancient Greek, and I think even in modern Greek, the P is still there. It is actually a pterodactyl. It's like, what the fuck's up with that, bro? How come English is just pterodactyl? So every time people are like, the P is silent, it's like, no, it's not, you motherfucker. It's actually there. Like, fuck you. Like... Maybe in your stupid gimped American language, the P is silent, but in fucking Greek, it's still fucking there. So yeah, it's not the not so silent P in pterodactyl. Those are extinct, bro. No, my dream of fucking a pterodactyl will never come true. God, I hope the walls in this apartment are thick. My neighbor like, what the fuck? What do Greeks know about pterodactyls? So true, you know. What do Greeks know about pterodactyls? It's from like there's another. I looked it up too because it comes from like the word for like flight, I think, which is also like. It's got like the pata sound to it. You know what pisses me off though? Speaking of like American, like just gimping the shit out of the Greek language. The euro. In like. Hold on. Okay. Do you call it a gyrocopter or like a eurocopter, right? Because like the euro in like the euro land that you eat means spin, which is the same euro that gives the name to like eurocopter, and the same euro that gives the name to like a euroscope, which people call a gyroscope. I was like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? Like, this is the same like word, the same root word basically. So. It's a Eurocopter, it's a Euroscope, and it's a lamb euro, okay? And if that doesn't work, then it's a gyrocopter, a gyroscope, and a lamb gyro. But like one way or the other, like you gotta fucking pick one, okay? Because like, you're driving me insane, dude. I didn't mean to take away from the magical, majestic moment where we're lost in the maze of life, so to speak, you know? But see, part of this thing, it makes me think of like, it's like, alright, so this is like Davey's expression of his like fuck up of the other guy's expression, right? And it's like, it just makes me like, these are mazes and there's shit going on, right? But it's like, this is just like life in a way, but maybe even more nebulous, because like you don't have perfect information. It's like you can look at this maze and there's all these choices, but it's like you'll never make the right choice. And you just have to accept that. What's that say for R? Who's R? Just for C? Was Coda a pseudonym all along? Am I gonna get DMCA'd for this music? This project would not have been followed or possible without the following individuals: Matthew Brait, Ryan Hoth, Helena Herron, Richard Flanagan, Jesus Higueras, Lydia Nelson, Jack Parsons. I didn't read the last name. That person's gonna be left out. I wonder if they are sad that their names are last on the list. Turn Back, written by Helena Herron, performed by Helena Herron and Ryan Roth. So this song is a song called Turn Back. Euro is the rap, but it is a gyroscope or a gyrocopter. No, dude, it's a Eurocopter, it's a Euroscope. They come from the Greek word to spin, because the lamb is spun when it's like being made, and the gyroscope spins, the Euroscope spins, and then the Eurocopter has blades on the top that spin. The Beginner's Guide are, and the final credits refer to Robin Arnott, Davey Redden's former roommate. Warden discusses his relationship with Robin and talks, explaining that the game is dedicated to him due to the impact of Redden's depression after releasing the Stanley Parable. There are other interpretations, such as R being someone that Redden wanted to think or acknowledge without drawing unwanted attention. Interesting. I guess that's it. We did it. We played the game. I don't know if I've grown as a person from this, or if I'm further more smugly involved in like what I think. I feel like it was interesting. I don't regret playing this. It's like, I kind of don't know like where it leaves us, I guess. It was definitely better than the Stanley Parable, I feel like. In a weird way, it makes me think that like maybe I'm right to hate the Stanley Parable for the same reasons that I feel like Davey kind of recognizes that maybe he has a problem at the end, and maybe this is why I don't actually like the Stanley Parable as a game sometimes. What's this Manifold Paradox about, though? You never found that game. Wait, do you want to play it right now? It's probably installed. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing, but like, this seems like a bit of a short stream and like an awkward place to end it. So I feel like we could... I feel like if I do anything else, it's going to be kind of a wash. So like, you know, what do we do? Other than play Bossa Nova. I'll show you the fucked up just chatting screen again. Oh god, and the lights back there, like, fuck, dude, I don't know why they do that. I've yet to fix that problem. But, oh, it's Manifold Garden. It's 5 gigabytes, it's on Steam. I wonder if it's on the Steam store still, actually. I wonder if they took it off. I uninstalled a shitload of games yesterday. I went from having like 100 gigabytes free. I have like 900 gigabytes free now. It's crazy. I hope my stream isn't shitting its pants. I have pretty good internet. I hope this can download and stream at the same time. Fucking physics in the background. I actually feel like Antichamber is the better game out of these two, but like Manifold Garden's just kind of like non-Euclidean puzzle game. Because I think Antichamber actually has like a... Seems fine so far. Oh, nice. Alright, we'll install one other game. Unless we want to play something else. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? At the end of last stream, we accidentally played the entirety of Only Up. We actually finished it. Like, you went to bed and I actually finished the game. Like, in a single sitting. Partially from memory and partially just from, like... Yeah, just doing shit, I guess. I've wanted to give up, like, many times. But, like, we didn't take any crazy fall that, like, set me back far enough. I was like, fuck this, we're done. So we just kind of just, like, finished it. If you want, I'm going to bed soon. That's fair. I was like, I don't know if I want to replay like all of Antichamber. I don't know what else like I would play. Other than Fishing Planet, maybe. You send your recommendations out? Okay, nice. You actually added Antichamber to your wishlist on April 4th. I don't know if you knew that, but it says here that you're back to getting over it. Dude, we could. Or I'm thinking we could actually play Get to Work, because, like, I'd have to finish that game at some point. There's an expansion. Yeah, it says April 4th. Daft Punk Panda added Antichamber to their wish list. That's for that one, but, like, Manifold Garden you haven't touched at all. I was gonna boot this game. I'm afraid to hit I reject on this for fear it will never let me open the game again. Oh god, all my monitors went off. I think my game looks like it's running by like 800 by 600. Oh Jesus, is there a screen resolution? Time remaining 1 minute 29:51. I know there's like a timer for this. I'll show you in a second, but I think we may be fucked because like this is the fucking worst, dude. Oh, I can't play this. I would play this, but like it's stuck. This is from a day and an age where ultra wide monitors didn't exist. And it says every journey is a series of choices. The first is to begin the journey. And I do actually love that about this game. Because it says shit like that. And it's like, I feel like that's not wrong. There's that quote where it says, the real fear is not a risk. Wait, it's not a slipped grip at the edge of the peak. The real fear is just to linger at the base of the thing. It's that whole like, in order to do anything, you must start to do a thing. And on that note, I'm gonna play Get to Work. I'm not fucking hate this shit. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Osteoporosis. The Doinkler portfolio is coming July 14th. New DLC, the Doinkler portfolio. Did I buy the season pass for this game? Rip that game. Yeah, it didn't last long, did it? Like, but I do feel it's majestic and has a special place in my heart, regardless of how fast we skipped over it. What does it say when you play this? It says you're bald and unemployed, get to work. What's the store page say for this? I'm afraid this is gonna load like the yeah, you're poor and bald, get to work. All right, there we go. You're poor and bald, get to work. There's 3 people watching the beginner's guide, and I know who the 3 people are. Welcome. We made it, team. Welcome to rank number 1 in the game on Twitch. Holy shit, there's 1.8k people watching Get to Work right now. I think I met Baninku for the very first time playing this game, I believe. She came in at like 3 a.m. And then I learned she was like streaming. I watched her stream the other day. I've actually been in love with like the Twitch mobile app lately. And hear me out, okay? Don't hate me. Don't burn down my house just yet. It's super nice when you can like scroll through people, because it's like, I don't know, that like TikTok format of presenting streams is super nice. Actually, we're probably gonna leave the bossa nova on because I remember this game didn't really have like music. So this is good. I think I'm gonna switch to different bossa nova playlists though. Not that I hate this song, but like I watched I don't remember if we rated her. I think we did. We rated Fairy Geo the other day, and she was listening to like, oh god, I remember there's like, oh no, new load. Okay. I was like, please tell me I don't have to start over. Warning, incoming game. Oh, you don't see the game yet. Sorry, yeah, I stream on Twitch. You know, I got the Ligma sitting in the background. Easy dub. Do you remember, like, I feel like when we first started hanging out, this was all I played. This game has weird memories for me already, despite the fact that, like, I don't... I feel like I fucking hate this game somewhere on the inside. I don't even think it's a good game, okay? I just feel like, but for some reason... Where the fuck are we? What the fuck is this? I think we made it to here, and I must have stopped. Which is weird, because, like... Fuck, I think we have to go over there. And I think if you don't make it over there, you fucking fall into the abyss. What the fuck is this, dude? I thought I would have saved when I fell off, not before I attempted another jump. Oh shit, there's a record there. I think we missed the jump here. Okay, so this is like... That's that thing I was always trying to get to, and then the wall I was always trying to like run off of, and then I think I figured out... I kind of like got that part down, and now we can get to this part. I think we started hanging back with Apex. That was a satisfactory. Oh, that is true, actually. Did I change the game title? Oh, I'm gonna fall into the abyss. No. I remember how you grab. It's a space. It's already too late for us. It's over, boys. It's over. That's right. Every journey of 1,000 miles starts from a single step or whatever. Fuck, I would have liked to have grabbed onto that, though. Oh, God. Okay, well. Okay, yeah, but not to go on like 4 tangents before I finish one tangent. But first of all, the Twitch mobile app is kind of goated. Because you can just like scroll up and down through people. And I really like it because it like lets me, like if someone has 86 views, I'm just like, nope, skip. And then I find like 10 to 16 viewer like VTubers. I'm just like, fuck yeah, this is my new friend. And then I've like watched them for like a little bit, and if we, you know, if I like it, then I follow and I say hi in the chat. We like talk or whatever, you know, whatever humans do, make conversation. If I don't like them, then I swipe back up and we find the next 10 viewer Andy that I try to befriend to spread the Pika virus throughout the world. Which is maybe if Pika choke me doesn't work out, I'll change my name to Pika virus. And then my goal will be to infect the world with Pika choke me and Pika choke me antics. Which would be weird because I guess my goal should be to infect the world with Pika virus and Pika virus antics, but I think that'll be it. That sounds like a good plan. You know, if we ever get canceled on Twitter. Ever get canceled for telling Visa to fuck off. Find me on my next identity. Pika virus. Unless it's taken. Is it taken? Last time I didn't reserve Pika VT because I was like, I'll save some for another Pika. And I fucking regret it because, you know, it's taken now. That could have been me. I'm sure whoever has it is using it and they're happy. That feels like that's better than hoarding for selfish gain, right? Pika virus is available. Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Alright, that's the backup. And then if someone takes that, we'll have to find a new name to rebrand. We'll have to find a new name to imaginary rebrand to. Fuck. Please make it. Oh, I remember you can like. I'm remembering the secret strats, kind of. You can like throw your body in this game. Not like super good, but like you can. Please get on the ramp. This is all I want. There's a deal with people saying Picavarius. Is that a thing? Picavarius? Do people say that? You say Vrius instead of virus? Can it be Picavirus? Like, I don't know what these. I don't know how to talk anymore. I don't know what fucking words mean. You know, this game gives me anxiety because at one time those people came in here. I'm like, isn't it crazy how like one shitty action can just completely fuck shit up for like. Isn't it crazy, man? That's fucking wild. You know, you could choose to be anything in the world, but you chose to be a fucking douche canoe. In a way that like sticks with people. I'm always like it's like that. I'm never the dot like somewhere in the back of my brain is like the guy I saw wasn't even that bad. But I missed the bad actors. I don't. It was like that. Those two people that like came in, right? You know, when they were trying to start some shenanigans, and I was just like super not interested. I feel like I was so deadpan they just didn't fucking care. Like it wasn't what they were looking for, but like it makes me think, you know, the odds of having a bad interaction may be slim, but they're never zero. Like here on the Twitch TV. I saw someone else the other day too, and they were like harassing like the VR chat stream I was watching, and I feel like it was rude because like the VR chat stream I was watching wasn't even like that booba or anything. It was like real genuine content. They were having a fun time. They were watching like capybaras do capybara things. And the person just came in and they were like, I don't know, they were just like, why'd you make your avatar that way? Does that look like the real you? And it's like, what does it fucking matter, dude? Like, fuck off. They chose to be what they wanted to be, and it's like, if that bothers you, then fuck off. You know, fuck those people. Fuck that. I'm still mad about it. I think like he was there like with a friend too. I thought they were together because they both showed up in chat at the same time and they both asked like the same-ish kind of questions. One of the guys was like way more tame. The other guy was just like, I felt like he was rude. And maybe like he didn't realize how rude he was being for like a VTuber, maybe. I don't know. Me, it made me upset. Like, listen, buddy. Where do you get off? I remember how we do this. So you can watch me fail this like 40 times. You're for sure deliberately more boring when someone you don't know is playing with your stream, not gonna lie. I don't even know if I'm like boring. I mean, that time I was, but probably because I was like tired. I feel like even in the short time since like that has happened, I'm probably a lot more comfortable being a streamer. And that was like, I was already kind of becoming like more comfortable with being a streamer. But part of me is like, I'm just not gonna flip out the way you want me to. If anything, I'm weirdly like, it's weird because I'm talking shit now, so it's like I'm not butthurt, I swear, but like part of this, like, I know, like, I was young and stupid once and probably tried to troll people for fun on the internet, and I thought like, oh, this is hilarious, we got this reaction out of this dude. And so part of me is like, I don't like super fault you for it because I know what it's like and I've been there, but I hope like somewhere that you like eventually change for the better. But some part of me, even with people like that, like I still appeal to the fact that everybody's a human, right? And sometimes humans do shitty things, but I don't know if it makes them shitty people. Fuck! Oh shit, I thought we were going all the way down. Oh god, I forgot there's narration in this game.
Idiot. The other VPs laugh at you for dressing like such a...
That's what I choose to believe and what I try to believe, right? I want to believe that there's... I won't say that for everybody. There's definitely a few extreme bad actors in like history that I don't know if that applies to. Like, I'd say for the majority of people, though, I feel like people do shitty things. They're not necessarily shitty people, but that doesn't mean there aren't shitty people out there. I just choose to believe there's more people doing shitty things, and I choose to believe there's people who are actually shitty. If that makes any sense at all. You don't mind them existing, but you definitely don't feel like I'm the monkey that will dance any song. Yeah, that sounds like... Yeah. This is the song, dude. This is... I've been living for this for fucking like... Been living for this for 3 days, dude. Like... Fuck, isn't there like a way up here? Did I fuck it up? I don't know if there's a way up here. I think we're gonna do it in the one go. Sometimes I play these and I expect to be really fucking bad at them, and I retain more gameplay ability than I feel like I should in a way that like worries me in a way. The number of times I've had someone tell me that a part of my stream doesn't work that way. What do you mean? Doesn't work what way? Like they're critiquing your format, or like... Shit. Why is this like glowing? There's like a reflection map here that like didn't get updated or something. They go hydrate redeem, and I'm like, I'm not going downstairs to get water. Shit, dude. You could just be like me and make your hydrate redeem 600 points, and then people will very rarely redeem it. I still remember the one time Mika came in and I think she followed. This is a different Mika than Mika. So the one Mika that was playing Resident Evil is Mika Vampire, and the one Mika I'm thinking of is Mika Chin-chan. But I remember the time she came in, I think she followed, and I think she thought like with her 200 points she was gonna get a hydrate redeem. And she was like, what the fuck, why is it so expensive? I was like, because I fucking hate water, okay? God damn it, we missed the ramp. Oh god. That's why I feel like the stream never changes. You might as well have me in the corner and there could be like any game on the screen, and I feel like it's the same stream no matter what fucking happens. Except maybe if the game really requires all my brain power and I can't like banter during it, and then it's like, fuck. Then I feel like a worse person if like I'm making shitty content, because I'm just like, I'm not saying anything. All I'm doing is playing a game, which is Weird, because I have friends that watch streams exclusively where the person just shuts the fuck up and plays games. So. You don't mind if you have water, but you're not stopping the whole stream? I wish I was like more... I know people that just be like, I gotta go grab waffles. Like, fucking 20-minute break, BRB. Like, I'm just like, bro, what? I feel like I'm gonna piss my pants half the time. I was like, I won't even fucking pee because I don't want to BRB. Like, I'm the fucking host. I can't leave my station. What do you mean? Gotta break out the old gamer piss bottle. Also, hello, Baninku. How are you doing? I was actually talking about you. I was like, I feel like the first time we met was when I was playing this game. This is a bossa nova cover of a Britney Spears song. A pretty consistent reviewing experience. Is that good or bad, do you think? Should we try new things, or should I like... What do you think? Is it working? If it's working, I feel like I won't change it. But like, if it's not working, then we could do something. I feel like I can't change too much though, because like... My entire vibe is like being authentic. I just want to be a real human being doing human being things. You know, that's me, the human being. I don't know who sings this song, so good luck. I knew the other one, I know this one. Crazy enough, yup. I think it is good. I like hanging out. What do you want to do? I feel like this is it. I mean, I don't know. Part of me is like, I should maybe like aspire to more. But the other part is like, I'm just happy. Like, my only goal every stream is like, if one person watches and is having a good time, then I feel like my work here is done. If I've suppressed the existential dread for one more hour of someone else's life, like, that's it. We're done. We succeeded. Like, sometimes I look at the end. I used to have many nights where like I'd look and be like one viewer and it would be me. And that'd make me sad. And I feel like I have a lot less of those now, and it makes me happy. I do think it's important to be able to like, fuck, I missed the ramp. It's important to be able to entertain yourself. It's like, if you're not having fun, don't do it. But I also know like a lot of people operate their stream like as a business. And that's like not, fuck, we could have done like a sick skip like that. It's not how I choose to operate my stream, you know? I'm like, I'm here for fun. I'm here because I want to be. I've told this story before. There's that one guy that came in here at like 2 a.m. once, I think while I was also playing this game. He's like, are you lonely? I was like, no. Like, what do you mean? Like, what, are we gonna go on a date? Like, what, like, I'm playing a game, what do you mean? I can't read because I'm putting 100% of my thought. No, fuck, we fucked it up. All right, I can read. I was hearing someone talk about their partner ambitions, and I was so impressed and almost jealous. I just don't have that drive. Wait, like, partner for like to become stream partner, become Twitch partner. That's like, I don't know. It's like I don't fault people for it, but like, I think it's good to have aspirations, and like some people want like different things out of like their stream, right? Like some people are here to become famous. Some people just want the money. And I'm just like, I'm just here to be here. And vibe while there's time to vibe. You know, life's too short, vibe. Life's too short to not vibe on Twitch. I'm gonna fuck this up. You're lonely, but there's nothing to do with the game. I just feel like what? Like, I thought he was gonna be like, well, would you like to try Christian Mingle? It's like, no, dude. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I've played a fucking game. I don't know. Maybe he like wanted to feel important. Like he was like, I was like, oh, valued patron, my only viewer. But I was just like, I don't fucking care. Like, if I didn't want to fucking be here, I wouldn't be streaming. Like, it's not that like I do value people and I like when people show up. And like, I love like talking to people. $11 a month, be paying my rent. Can't relate. I want that money, dude. I just feel like if you go like too extreme though, then you get people like, I don't know if I should talk about this, and I'm not trying to like start a witch hunt or judge people. Again, like I talked about it yesterday. I was like, I don't know if people not involved should have any right to say shit about things where people are involved. But I do think like the whole Cinder situation, I feel like that evolves from like people who want fame above all else and they want money above all else. And it's like sometimes I think, and maybe this is a really privileged response, I'm sure this is actually like from a place of privilege to a certain degree, but I think some people are so poor, all they have is money. You know?
You rave to your VP friends.
People always joke like you could cry in a Camaro, and I'd be like a lot happier. I'd be a lot happier crying in a Ferrari, you know, so on. But like,
But they also aren't interested in doing business with you anymore.
I don't know. It's like I never want to be a person that like wants money more than my values. You know, as Ballistic from Apex Legends says, cowards die many times before their death. The valiant never tasted death but once. And I actually think that's a quote from like it's a quote from a play by Shakespeare, but I can't remember which one. You good? I just like to joke about, I can't read because the chat's paused from the scroll. I fucking wish rent was so low. Having aspirations is the thing I'm jealous of. Slowly filling out the stream until I feel like nothing else is missing. You're good. I just like to joke about being rich and famous. I don't know how some people do it. I'm scared of fame, like millions of eyes on you. I mean, money is good. Yeah, that's like, I don't know. I'm sometimes worried that like, I feel like someday, maybe not, but like my fear that like someone's gonna raid with like 300 people someday, and I'm just gonna be like, God fucking damn it, like I don't know what like. Like, I'm gonna need you all to go the fuck away so I can do my thing that I'm doing. Like, okay. I need you to take a step back and fucking leave. Shit. I think we're gonna be screwed slightly. Oh no, wait, maybe not. Oh no, I think we're doomed. Ooh, holy shit. That worked out. That's crazy. I hear what you're saying. It comes from privilege, but the ideal human experience is to ascend beyond the base needs. Yeah, dude. This is that whole like I told you yesterday, right? I was like reading about Holden Caulfield from The Catcher in the Rye. I remember thinking in the past, I was like, he's so fucking dumb, dude. Why don't you just like grow up already? Get over it? Because he's always like, oh, these people are phonies. They're phony interactions, all their phony bullshit. And now it's like I realized, like, holy shit, I've become him. I'm like, I fucking hate this superficial bullshit where people pretend to be friends to like further themselves and their status in society and everything. And that's entirely what Holden Caulfield hates, dude. That's what he means. He's calling all the people phonies. He's like, no one in this orphanage really gives a fuck. And that guy's only nice to the rich people because they're rich. I was like, that's some fucking bullshit, dude. Like, you should be nice to people because they're human beings, and you should want to hang out with them because we're all human, and you want to like get to know them and stuff, and not just as a piece of leverage and like whatever fucking grand scheme you have. Maybe I'm just not like content pilled enough to be successful. I don't know. But then it's like the other times it's like I feel like if that's what it takes, and I don't want that. You know, I'd rather have 30 people I give a shit about, or even 3 people I give a shit about watching a stream, than have like 300 people I couldn't fucking care about who don't fucking care about me. So I'm ranting. Getting all worked up, I'm getting sweaty. Fucking. If the raid's too big or too small. I actually didn't know it went both ways. I knew you could do it if the raid's too small. You only talk to people you want to fuck. Dude, that's so based, actually. You know, I take all that other shit I said back. Actually, let's just go with that one. I feel like that has really bad implications, though, because I think I know way more, like, this is weird. You know, or maybe I'm going to self-report when I say this, but it's like, I actually feel like I know a lot more female content creators and streamers than, male content creators. I feel like if I say I only want to fuck, I feel like that puts a really bad connotation for that. You know what you mean? You're only here for the model? No. I mean, that's fine too, I guess. I'm really like, I don't know, I said that shit and I'm like, I'm really just fine if you're here because you enjoy the stream. If you're bored on Thursday and you need something to do and that's why you're here, it's like, that's valid. Fuck. We're so doomed. We gotta go all the way back to the bottom. God damn it.
You're so focused on the news about the rival company that you let your profits slip.
I was so
Now your job
focused.
is in jeopardy.
I did let the
Can't
profits
become a
slip.
VP if you get fired as a department head.
You're
Time
so
to
right.
buckle down.
Even though I think I was a VP already, but somehow I've already been fired down to department head. You were joking because we talk now and then? Oh, that's why you want to fuck. I see, I see. The only reason you follow? That's reasonable. Does the bossa nova music make you feel like we're in like a... Fuck, dude, we're like going everywhere. Dude, I kind of feel like we're at like 90s like skating night in like a weird way, you know? Like the wooden flooring doesn't help for this particular part of the map, but like... Tell me there's not some like roller rink like blasting this shit as people are like skating around. Probably isn't because they probably all shut down. Because I don't think anybody goes outside anymore, let alone goes rollerblading, but like... I mean, it's nice to dream, right? Third wheeling your date? You get it? No, you're fine. I didn't know what you were laughing at. I don't know if you were laughing at the model thing or if you're laughing at Panda because he's like, I just want to fuck. I actually like this cover a lot. I think I like this OG song a lot, which makes me like this cover a lot more. Pika, Pika. Hello, Liz. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I feel like I don't ask people how they are enough. I just like tell them I hope they're doing well and then I dismiss it. Like, if you're dying, don't tell me. No, like I do care. If you are dying, please tell me. I'm only wishing you well as a formality. If something's wrong, please speak up. It's a joke, chill, chill. Both? You're laughing at both of us? Is that all we are to you? Some source of entertainment on the internet? Oh God. You're dying, you announce it, you just brought down the mood for no reason. That's fine. I feel like I don't know. Part of me's like, there's like a no trauma dumping thing, and I get it. Like, dude, sometimes people like walk into chat. I don't know. Okay, I'm torn about this, right? Because it's like, I feel like sometimes people walk in and there's like, my dog died. And I'm like, I don't know what to do about this. Like, I can't have a normal conversation, let alone one this emotionally like loaded. But at the same time, like, if you really need to talk about this, and like, we could try, but I'm also probably not qualified for this, so like, I'm not gonna guarantee that what I say isn't gonna be shitty or out me as like a horrible fucking person. So I don't want to be like, don't trauma dump at all, ever, because like, you know, if you need help, please say so, but like... Yeah, my dog died. Did you eat him or did you let him go to waste? Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I'd be like that, but I'd be like, oh, holy shit. I'd probably fucking panic. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, that fucking like game we just played is like, I'll pick option 1, 2, or 3. I'm ready to be going into fucking overdrive, trying to like, be like, oh shit, what do I pick? Dialogue 1, 2, or 3? Like, what do we go for here? That's why, I don't know, the other things like people are like, don't self-promote, or like, don't talk about other VTubers, it's rude. I'm like, no, please. If you have a VTuber you're passionate about, fucking tell me. If you're freaking out about the new like Sameko Saba stream and you just can't hide it inside, I'm like, fucking go for it, dude. You know, be your best you, and if that's the you that's passionate about some other VTuber, fucking be it, man. I feel like as long as you have good intentions, like, I don't mind. It's different if you're here like shit on me and be like, Sameko Saba is so much better, but like, that make me feel bad, you know? Hurts my feelings just a little bit. But what if you're excited? That's like, no, go for it. So I almost wanted to be like, I wanted to make one of the chat rules, be like, please introduce yourself, tell us your favorite VTuber, but I also don't want to put people on the spot. Tell us your favorite VTuber, and if it's not me, like, get the fuck out. No. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss this jump. Oh shit. I think we're doomed.
You accidentally buy your CEO a bottle of the Dalmore 72 single malt.
God damn it. Dude, I actually haven't fallen down here yet. Interestingly enough.
Scotch. You have to.
Your one rule for self-promotion is don't say that you're about to go stream. That just seems weird to me. Let me say that. I got a ban for that once. Never went back to their stream, and I only asked them a question about themselves. That's right. One time I got banned for pointing out someone's 6 ears, and I swear I'm not butthurt about it, but I bring it up every fucking chance. So part of me's like, maybe there's more to unpack here. Like, turn this guy's intestines into out intestines. Dude, part of me's just like, oh my shit, sorry, my back is itchy. This is my favorite Billie Eilish song, even though this is a bossa nova cover of it. But if anyone was asking, there was 2 years of my life where I binge listened to nothing but Billie Eilish, and not just like her mainstream, like I'm the bad guy, like literally all the fucking albums, right? And just a lot of like down tempo like music. And this is one of my more favorite songs of hers. It's called I Love You by Billie Eilish. Okay. I think it's about failed relationships. Which is weird because every Taylor Swift song is about failed relationships. I never seem to fucking like any of them, but yeah, this one's good. I also like Zanny because it like appeals to my mentality about a lot of things. I feel like I cut the other topic short. My brain got distracted by Billie Eilish. But you got a ban once, yeah. But it's like that's why it's like, I don't know. A lot of people have that rule, and I get like why it's like that. It's like they probably don't want to be compared to like other VTubers, and they don't want like. I feel like it's different if some random comes in and is like, "Don't watch this guy, watch my friend instead, because my friend is so much better." And it's like that's not what I mean either. It's like I just feel like if people are passionate about something and have good intentions, like feel free, you know. Slay king and or queen and or royalty. Tell me of your tales, I guess. I think Billie Eilish is more alt girl era. I could be an alt girl. I could be in my alt girl era. Oh, we're all asking questionable now in your white girl era? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I was like really sad or anything in that part of my life either, if I just really liked her music. I think she has a really impressive voice too, and like a really nice vocal range. I'm just like, I'm often blown away by like the notes she's capable of singing. Oh, you meant for Taylor Swift? Oh. So it's 100% white girl era? Wait, what are we? Hold on, I have to go back. That's what you're all asking and questioning now. Oh, and I don't know, I just don't like Taylor Swift, I feel like. But maybe I just never gave her like a chance. It's weird again, because it's like I think I don't like most of her songs, because she's always just like, why'd you pick that other guy instead of me? Or wait, no, sorry, why'd you pick that other girl instead of me? And it's like, I was like, I don't know, bro, why don't you get over it after like the first 40 albums you wrote about this? But like, and I don't know, maybe that's a shitty thing to say, or like maybe I'm being insensitive, but I'm just like, bro, like it's been fucking 8 albums, like get over it, dude. Like, I don't know. Sometimes people just don't, they just like other people, okay? Like, that's how it is, and everybody faces rejection, okay? Like, it's healthy to move on from this. I don't care about Swift that much, but she's fine. What, you mean like fine in the sense that like she's okay? Or you mean like, you know, the other kind of fine? Like Optifine? She's the Optifine Minecraft mod, and her shaders really bring your game to life. I assume that's what you meant. She is fine. Wait, love story, why anime edits? Shrug type of fine, what do you mean? Like, she's just okay. She's doing alright for herself, you know, she's probably got millions. She's doing fine. I agree. She's fine, yes. How would you react if I was just like, what if you said that and it's like, I only date 2D women? Yeah. You're right, but she's got a little too much going on in the third dimension for my taste. she was a little, she's a little flatter from like from front to back. She'd be perfect, honestly, but she's just got too many dimensions going on there. Better than mid, but not great to me. And then he said bro, and then he said I only date 2D characters. Someone saying that they're married, but 2D guys hit different, you know? Dude, I kind of relate to that, honestly. Like, I like the emotions of real people, you know, because just somewhere in my mind, I know that like character AI is still just fake, but like, someone's like, I chose to be an anime boy on the internet, you know. If I could be an anime boy in IRL, like I probably would. And for a long time, I feel like I was like an emo boy for a long time. I kind of still am, but they can't hurt you like real people do. I feel like VTubers could hurt you like real people too. I feel like there's emotional drama and baggage, but like... VTubers can't hurt me. 4K bleh. I think it was a really weird point in I was like growing up and I realized like I was like these anime people, and this is gonna sound bad, right? But like so hold on, bear with me, okay? You know, back when I was awkward and young and trying to date real people, I was like, man, anime people are perfect and real people are never gonna live up to that, you know, so we might as well just like the anime characters. And part of me feels like there's some of that escapism like still probably prevails now more than ever with like the rise of character AI and the new like, you know, Grok waifu package. You know, I once, and even on like the opposite end of that, right? Like I read Rental Girlfriend and I read like Dori Do Sim. I'm like, this dude's like, he's like a fucking king, bro. He's like, he's given this, he's like, he's, I don't know, how do I word this without making it weird? Like, he's making this woman's hopes and dreams come true. I was like, what the fuck? I can't compete with this. Oh, dude, the real fucking moment that hit me, right? I was watching How to Train Your Dragon, and like that one scene when he takes her on the back of the fucking dragon, right? And he's like showing her on that date above the clouds. I was like, fuck, dude, like this guy's got way more riz than I'm ever gonna have. Like, we're fucking done, dude. Like, I was like, I'm never gonna live up to this, bro. Like, it's fucking over. Like, that's what fucked me up. Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon made me realize that I'll always be inferior to like some fantasy e-boy. I'll never Being a shitty streamer and ignoring chat. You know, read chat is hard. Oh yeah, if you have like 30 people. You skim it and hope for the best. Like read comments every now and then. You can read chat much easier than reading out loud. That is fair. I never used to like actually read chat out loud or just kind of answer it. There's actually one dude very early in my VTubing career that gave me the advice that I didn't ask for when he was like, your stream would be a lot better if you read the name and the message out loud. And I was kind of like, hey, listen, buddy, fuck you. Like, I feel like I'm compromised because I don't read the like the names, but I do read the statement and then answer it. But part of it was like, the whole like, where do you go? This is my stream. I just glance over and continue talking stuff and hope they go on. I mean, that's, I guess, but like sometimes it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's other people that like respond to chat. Maybe this is like one thing that I noticed about like a lot of streamers that have like a lot of viewers is kind of nice. I feel like there's a lot of people, if they're doing just chatting, who are actually chatting. And then when like the game starts, it like the chatting kind of dies down. I'm kind of like, that must be so nice for like your sanity in like some ways. So I feel like if I had to play, like I've been watching Vimy play Claire Obscure constantly, and I feel like it's so like, thank God like chat calms down when like the game actually starts, because I feel like I don't know how the fuck you'd ever manage to like read shit and also play like real-time dodge simulator. I have this problem on Discord too, where it's like I'll go to bed and I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm catching up. I just have to accept that like what has happened is missed. And I have to hope I don't scroll back in like 2 months and then find out that someone we knew like died, and I just was like, I was out for that 5 minutes of the fucking conversation. Like, you love your lurkers, make your life easier, but also chat, talk with themselves and bully you, so you just ignore them by now. I mean, that's fair. That probably is like nice.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time
You mute everything other than announcements and memes and the general chat for people you care about. You scroll past. Oh, for like Discord stuff? Yeah. The problem is I have like nothing. I usually only have like role mentions. Oh god damn it. I usually only have role mentions enabled, but like the problem is I'm in some roles. I'm in like a lot of Apex like Discords as well for like people that play like scrims and stuff. And no matter what day of the week it is, there's probably always someone who's like some member of some team didn't show and they actually will start to like clot. Because like you just sat still and you haven't moved for like a while and the circulation isn't good. And then when you stand up, that clot can like start flowing through your body, and then it can clog like your valves and arteries and shit like that, and then you have to go to like the hospital because like now you have like a blood clot. And I think it leads to like a stroke, I think is what happens. Whatever it's called when like your body is deprived of blood, which I think is like a stroke. So yeah, you know, always stretch every 15 minutes. And always rest your eyes. Even though nobody fucking does any of that shit for like, you said for like 15 hours straight regularly, and that could be a real old issue for you one day. Dude, that's what I'm like thinking, right? I'm like, fuck man, one of these days. Also, sorry the hot pink looks like purple. You stretch once a week? Dude, I was doing like yoga like every day for a while. And I was doing butt exercises, but I haven't done butt exercise in like a month. I really have to like get back to doing it, you know? I'm never gonna be able to wear baseball jeans or have cake if I don't do my butt exercises. I'm gonna revert to my default emo boy state where my ass is just a wall of jeans. You know, we gotta get that Hank Hill going on. I feel like I'm in between cakes right now, actually, you know. But for a while it was really good, and then I've kind of like, I ducked under the desk and changed that actually. Oh, I think I disappeared. Like when the first time it happens, I think it loads the dynamic material and then it makes it like disappear. I should like preload the dynamic material. My lower body literally doesn't exist. I actually do have, wait, you mean my IRL lower body or like my VTuber lower body? My VTuber lower body does exist. I actually showed Beatrix the like boots on my model. Because that was our first conversation, right? I said bunny uwu and she was like, the price of admission is feet. So I sent her a screenshot of the Pikachu Me boots. The very real, very present Pikachu Me feet covered in boots. You need to touch grass. She really is a DJ. I feel like Beatrix is pretty tame, to be honest. She's like tolerant, but she's not like degenerate, if that makes sense. I think the feet thing was just a joke. I don't think she's really into feet, you know. That's what a feet enjoyer would say. So why do you need to touch grass? Fuck. God damn. We fell. Image loads fine, by the way. Nice. Yeah, there you go. That's what you get. Happy 49.
Strawberry ice cream.
Happy 049. I don't know what they say at midnight. Do people actually just call it 40, 49? I usually do like 5100, you know? Well, that's too many, but like, you know. Wait, is it? Yeah, 500, you know, 510. That'd be like 5:10 a.m. You know, so I imagine 49 would be what you'd call it.
I know you can measure.
You know, you keep sticking around here, there'll be more. No, I'm just kidding. I should do like some stupid redeem. Like, you do like a backflip, Panda, right? Like, I should add more things like this. I can do backflips.
So long before my eyes, and they're moving.
Do you think anybody's used any of these as their wedding song? Sometimes, yeah, but yours would be a lot more impressive. I don't know. I don't know about that.
The day turns into night.
Sometimes I don't have redeems like that because I feel like it's not genuine to me as a person, you know? Like, real me couldn't do a backflip, therefore it feels disingenuous to have fake me do like a backflip. Holy shit, I thought we were gonna fall off the fucking edge, dude. But part of me is like, maybe it makes better content, but then the other part of me is like, I don't know, is that a slippery slope to like...
Last one wait. Ooh. Ooh, baby, I love your way.
I should do more like sunglasses redeems. You know, we could have like a hat. My old VTuber model, I had a trash can redeem where you could spend points and then I would like be inside a garbage can. And I think I used it for an Elden Ring stream because I died like 40 times.
I can see the sunset in
Like a cartwheel, but I hear you. I mean, that's fair.
brown and gray.
Oh, we did it. I think this part you can actually just go up here. Just
Nylons in the sun.
oh god. Oh no.
I wish I could buy.
It's okay. It's fine.
All of the CEOs you've been hanging out with start wearing designer plain clothes. You mortgage your home to buy a nanopolymer Peruvian
Do a 360
plain white
T-pose?
t-shirt
Oh, dude, I probably
with
could.
mustard on
Actually.
it on the second
That's
day.
something I could do IRL that I could also do as a VTuber.
Just one way.
Would you guys believe me if I told you I have to sneeze really badly and I've been holding it in because I don't have to mute the mic?
Love your way every day. Wanna tell you
I legit think this was like my parents' wedding song.
every day.
like low key, low key, high key. I have distant memories of being 6 and like my mom in like a wedding dress because my parents were I was from my mom's previous marriage and my dad had like 2 kids from his previous marriage. Just sneeze? Nah, it's okay. I'm over it.
With all my heart, love you, baby. Stay with me.
God, dude. I feel like we're fucking this up, bro. I'm over it. He says, dude, I am, you know. Sneeze averted. And I'll probably sneak out, like. But I'm hoping we can catch it in like a hurry, you know.
Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. Darling, I feel
If I ever told you that, I think I hate this game. This is not relaxing. This is not like a Bennett Foddy getting over it. It's not frustrating, but like, dude, I bet someone the other day was like straight raging at games. I was like, damn. I tried to redeem like the stretch and the hydrate redeem because I wanted them to just like, it's like, calm down, you got this, you know. And I think I told them that, and then I redeemed like the stretch and the hydrate, and they just looked at the stretch and the hydrate with ire, and then they went back to fucking playing and raging at the game. I was like, bro, Like, relax, it's not that serious, dude. They were mad. They're like, no, fuck your hydrate. Fuck your stretching. I got a boss to fight to win, you know? Like, you're that streamer? No, dude, no. You gotta, like, I believe you gotta stay positive, you know? I believe in being positive, you know? Except when I die like 50 times in Elden Ring and then I don't feel positive, I just feel sad. I don't really rage then either. I'm just like, I feel like I'm making a mockery of myself. You know, I've ruined my good name. And everyone's great belief that I'm such a good gamer, you know? Sometimes I feel like it's bullshit though. I used to be like a lot of art and would draw like stuff does get like too much work. I don't want to read chat, but I can't because it's a slope. The hiccups. What's your favorite? That is pretty good. I feel like, I think someone gifted me a sub to that person not that long ago. Alright, I'll try to get the like, you know, the Padoru emote thing? Like the spinning, I think it's Saber. I'll try to get one of those. Shit, I think you need speed for that, and I'm only remembering this now. I also remember, oh wait, actually I think I remember there's a way to like, because you do this, then I think there's another one of those at the top, and there's a way to like cheese the one at the top. I wonder if they patched that. That's gonna suck if they did. Because like I never did that legit. So if it's patched, there's no hope. You have healthcare? Well, you're non-American? Oh, I remember, wait. You stop commissioning people? You gotta save for break lines. I love artists too much. That's how I feel about like Twitch streamers. I have so many Twitch subs to people, and I feel like this is the one, like if I can't have subs to people I don't like, I'd rather be poor than give up my Twitch subscriptions. American with healthcare is an oxymoron. Why don't they pay you then? Think that shit nicely. You don't use it though. That's not like, I don't know. Why would you go to the doctor when you could just die? No. I don't know if there's a good way up here. Maybe from like, I know there's a ramp up here. I don't know if you can actually get up from that.
Did you have to go to jail and put your house up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you did and catch your 10. Hope you find the right
Oh god. I'm learning that like there's a certain I never have done this legit. All I did was like this part, and then this thing bounces back. It used to like, okay, yes, you can still cheese it. Fuck, I didn't patch it. Okay. You know, let that be a lesson, you know. Don't give up. Always hold on. There's always a chance. God damn, dude. We did it. We're back here. We have it took the entire stream to get exactly where we were when we started the stream. Oh my god, dude. Yes, we could do. So what if the other brakes die? They won't. If they do, you'll just get another scooter. I feel like I have to like bail out. You ever seen that scene from Dr. Tran where like the grandma like drives them to the candy store and she like hits all the people on the playground, and then she's like she's like, I just keep hitting little boys, because she's like fucking smacking into them left and right on the fucking playground. And then she just like, she tries to like brake and there's no fucking brakes. She's just like, bail out. Just fucking like leaves. And the two people are just there in the fucking car like grandma. Like, oh shit. Oh my god, we saved it somehow. Yeah, if that video still exists on the internet and hasn't been like canceled, I'd highly recommend it. It's a great, it's a work of art, honestly. Oh no, no, no. Fuck. Oh, I think we can save it. We did it, the grind set.
The grind set.
I haven't heard this in forever.
Mr. Chaz, I want to again remind you that when you're up on the witness stand, to stay on topic.
Yes, ma'am.
I will not warn you again.
Absolutely, ma'am. I understand.
Good. Now, do you admit to illegally purchasing and distributing 60 kilograms of distilled deadly nightshade?
Objection, Your Honor. My client does not need to answer that.
It's a great question, Your Honor. What if I told you there was a way to make large-scale purchases without spending a single dollar of your own money using business credit cards? This is going to sound crazy, but listen, you don't have to pay it back. Every real business owner knows this secret.
Are you openly admitting to credit card fraud?
Your Honor, what he means to say
I don't think you're getting it. Let's say, for example, I was able to open a shell business that I planned on closing. You can use the business credit card to buy whatever you want.
Chaz, as your legal counsel, please stop talking.
You just file for bankruptcy on the company. This is what they don't tell you. You never have to pay that back. Because I'm not personally liable for that credit
Can
card.
we please go to a
It's
recess?
liable under the business.
Oh, the career's over.
Damn, he's so right though, you know. What's that subtitle stuck on the screen? Dude, I think we're like making it, you know. What are we doing? Sorry. You're praying, please don't. College kid vibes. Social the demon, you won't be happy. You can't type. Brain stop working. I mean, I don't go that fast. Like 25 miles. That's slow. It's pretty. That is pretty fast, you know. Do you just like wear a helmet and stuff? Oh god, I don't want to fuck this up, but I feel like. Oh, jeez, what is this? Fuck me, dude. Oh god. Okay. Okay.
Just before the CEO
Is it
of
safe?
the old company retires,
Oh
he
my
gets
god, fuck
arrested
this.
for embezzlement. But you've been schmoozing the board of directors for years, taking on hard portfolios, buying dinners in the country club, and turning a blind eye to embezzlement. You're ready to take the leap.
That is so true. I have been turning that blind-eyed embezzlement. It's like the reasons. Wait, what is this? Don't worry, he does reckless shit. You only did pop it once, it was funny? You mean like, what do you mean pop? Like pop it back into place, or like? Oh god. This is Post Malone. I'll have to take away from the seriousness of the Oh my god, I was scared. If we fall, we lose everything. It's just, this is just like that scene from Batman, The Dark Knight, you know, when he's got the rope tied to him, and the only way to be free is to remove the rope from his body. You know, he's got to jump without the rope, and only then can he truly fly. Oh god, I'm like
All of your hard work
fucking cringing, dude.
The board of directors have voted, and you are appointed the CEO. The journey is over.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
climbed the corporate ladder, a feat that very, very few people have ever managed to do.
Oh my
There
God.
is nowhere else to go. Congratulations on beating Get to Work.
Fuck me, you did uninstall. No, I can't. The expansion came out, dude. That's why we're playing this. That's why we're back at it. We gotta do the expansion, okay? Fuck that. Why is it once? Why couldn't we have had a higher denomination of bill? Dude, that took 23 hours, 24 minutes, and 40 seconds. We were like minutes short of a full fucking day playing this game. Sorry, the music's a bit, you know, they're from like different themes, you know, they're kind of clashing a little bit. It was all, let's go, walk away. And I'll pause the, yeah, Calhoun, you didn't know that? It's like Cal, I think it's pronounced Calhoun, even though it's spelled Calcuahuan. If you, I could be wrong though. Holy shit. Okay, time spent climbing the corporate ladder. 23 minutes, 24 seconds, and 23 hours, 24 minutes, 40 seconds. Total height gained, what is that, 124,226.30 meters. Total distance fallen. Dude, we've fallen almost as much as we've climbed. That's actually wild. Big crashes, 558. Podcast discovered, 15. Hats collected, 2. Is there more hats? Is there more hats to collect? Dude, I didn't get all the tapes or anything, so it's like, his name is something else. All right, back to the title screen. I mean, what do we do now? That's it. We finished it. The Doinker special, the Doinker portfolio. God damn it. This is a fucking expansion over here. Part is like, I kind of do want to keep streaming, but the other part is like, we could just call it here and I could end the night like not sad. You know, it could be like, we achieved something this stream, and that is what matters to us. So like, you know, who else is on right now? Who could we raid out to? If we want to raid out to. Dude, Doobie 3D's playing Counter-Strike. You've done better this stream than any other, perhaps. What do you mean? Because we beat like 2 games and normally we don't even beat 1. Yeah, dude. Yeah, okay, yeah, same brain cell. I'm scrolling with the fucking chat. So true, you know, so true. Normally we beat 0 games. This stream we beat 2. Last stream we also beat 2 games, but it was like 2 games that I already played, I think. So, I think we're gonna end because I have to pee, you know, and I don't wanna. You know, not to make it weird, but I don't want to, like, just I can't leave my post, so. Okay, please stick around for the raid. If you want to, I guess. Oh god, how do you end a stream? What do people say? You know, what do I do? I feel like, should I pee on stream? Who cares? You can, like, physically piss on the stream? Like, right onto the stream? like the Calvin and Hobbes sticker? No, it's okay. I feel like I'm just gonna end it. I technically have to go to bed and like wake up for work tomorrow and stuff too, so like I feel like I should end. I do, in my brain, I feel like it's Friday and I really want to like play games for the next 8 hours, but I'm also like, fuck, I should like end stream and do stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for joining. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Bunny Inku, for visiting. Thank you, that Daft Punk Panda, for hanging out. Thank you, Liz, for stopping by. Thank you, Desu, for the hydrate redeem. Who else is in here? Yeah, Liz is lurking. Desu's in here. Potnet's in here. I didn't mean to call you out by name. I hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in a while. I think about you all the time, especially since I've been playing Apex a lot more lately. I hope you're like not going through the shit right now. Tell someone to be live next and all that. What do people say? What else do people say? I'd like to thank my parents for always being great role models. No. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Treat others with the kindness you afford yourself, and afford yourself the kindness you afford to others. Next stream is scheduled for Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is when you try to stream. There may be a stream tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know, the weekend's kind of a mess sometimes. If you want to find out when the next stream is, you can join the Discord. Or you can chat after stream and say stuff. Talk about all the quotes of life and all the things we've learned about video games today. Or philosophy, or just post shitty memes or whatever. Anyway, my DMs are open. Also follow button below. If anybody's not following and you want to follow. Otherwise, I think that's it. Please stick around for the raid. We're gonna raid Mika Vampire. She's playing Peak. My preview, okay, there we go. It's like my preview on Twitch is frozen. I hope I'm not. What the fuck? Is my stream freaking out, or like, is it just the Twitch preview? It keeps showing me like the get to work background thing. You have to send fee pics to DMU? No, the price of admission's fee. That was Beatrice's price for admission. My price of admission is you just have to like not have ulterior motives, like be a shitty person, I guess. But I won't even say you don't have to be a shitty person. I'll say you have to do your best. Okay. You have to have no ulterior motives, and you have to just do your best to. You have to do your best to be your best. Okay. How should yeah, exactly. You know, there we go. Everybody, I feel like everybody has something they can work on. You know, so even if you think you're a shitty person, like as long as you're trying, that's what counts. Like we learned in that video game, right? It's like, you know, everybody's got stuff they can work on and do. Alright, we're gonna raid Mika Vampire for real this time. And thank y'all for being here again. I should skip the. Hang on, I'm gonna snooze the ad so it doesn't like sideline me in my moment of glory. You know? Okay. But you finished the game, get to work. I did, but there's an expansion, so we'll probably play that. Like, I don't know if we'll play that next time. I'd have to find a game for next stream though. Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, if you have game suggestions, hit me up, or if you want to suggest them on Discord, then we'll put them all on a list, and we'll do a vote, and we'll play the most okayest game that we vote upon next stream, like a true democracy, you know. So, yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask the AI to play, like what to play, and it might be Edith Finch, because it suggested it like 14 fucking times already, and I've yet to play, even though it's like sitting in my library. And it's like, you'd probably like this, and every time I ask, it's like, you'd probably like this, and then I ask it like, okay, I played this, this, and this, and it's like, you'd probably like this. I'm like, God fucking damn it, dude, like, okay, fine, like, so. Next stream might be Edith Finch. It might be something else. You know, the power is yours. If you suggest games, we'll put them in a list and we'll vote. Okay, this time, for real, while we built this city's playing in the background, this is the perfect song to read out to. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Whatever else people say. And good luck. Live long. Oh, until we meet again, or even if we don't. Have a good one. Just like I talked about in the game back there, okay? I'm gonna start the raid. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for being here. Honestly. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for making this moment meaningful instead of me being sad sitting here playing a game alone. Alright. With that, I bid you all goodbye. I'm gonna jam to the bossa nova. I have to fix the light in the background. Also, I'm Pikachu. I'm going to the stream after the stream. I hope you're all doing well. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's pretty cool. Feel free to hit me up. I didn't put the Discord link in the video yet, probably, because that's the kind of fucked up dumb brain that I have. Someday it'll be there. You could find it on Twitch and check it if you feel so inclined. If you don't feel so inclined, maybe leave a comment on the video if it actually exists. Otherwise, I apologize. I don't know what else to say. So I'm late for my raid, so I'll probably just end it here. But thank you all again. Hope you all have had a wonderful evening. And if you're watching this in the future and I'm like 80 years old or dead or something, remember me, motherfucker. I don't know what to say. All right. Anyway, goodbye. Goodbye now.